Mike, what shorts you wearing?
All right, boys, I'm wearing the Lakers shorts. So,
The Lakers shorts. All right, you're gonna do a little fashion show.
Nice.
Nice. See it? I didn't know
That
you
was
were
for
a
the
Lakers
camera.
fan.
I'm not.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Good
Good talk. Good talk.
So, LeBron wore some of these Lakers shorts. They're Mitchell and Ness. He wore them to the, I don't know.
What's Mitchell and Ness?
Mitchell and
Cool
Ness is
brand.
like a.
Oh man.
Yeah, like retro. No. They're just like retro sports.
Yeah,
like,
they do like throwback shorts and jerseys and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Maybe wearing too much like local shit like this. Steel City Company.
Steel City.
This is
Feeding
for the
all
feed,
yins.
Feed the need.
Feeding
the
all
needs.
yins.
Yeah, I got a shirt. So
Feed the need.
Gin and Sofa supports Feed the Need.
Supports the Pittsburgh Community Food Bank.
Thank you. If you hear this, Steel City Company, what up?
Shout out.
Shout out. We'd like some more shirts.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's got the 412 sticker.
Huh?
He's got the 412 sticker on the microphone.
Oh, I was like, did I leave a sticker on
Do
this
I
shit?
have that?
I was like, no. So I wanted to ask a question. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, boys.
Welcome back. Chris, you had just recently went to a wedding.
Yeah.
Very recently.
Very recent. I also went to a wedding like a month ago-ish, 2 months ago.
It's been a minute.
Well, actually, I went 1 month ago and then one before that. So, yeah, I've been to a couple. And, Mike, you mentioned a couple years ago that your 10-year is coming up.
Yeah, last year my 10-year came up. Yeah.
Was it last year? Damn,
Yeah.
I thought it was this year.
Nope.
I was going to say, you
that
guys,
would be my 11-year.
are you guys doing like a
A vow renewal.
party?
I would
Ooh.
love to.
Because I was going to ask, do you guys, like, what is the fucking problem with weddings and having, like, not having food or playing music that is, like, what they like? You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
What do you
like,
mean?
if I threw a
Because
wedding...
I went to a wedding around New Year's, and I feel like I had a similar situation, but I'd like to hear yours.
Well, so my situation was, like, these people they play the same shit.
Yeah.
It's all the same generic music.
The same DJ.
Same DJ plays
Yeah.
the same shit. You got Cupid Shuffle. You got this, that. They got the same father-daughter drink. Same dance. Why are we not playing shit that we like? And they also serve the same food. It's all the time. It's like a fillet. It's like a pork loin. It's like this. Why are we not serving like nachos, or pizza?
My cousin got married
Like, you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
in Jacksonville,
Mhm.
and she played like emo music, but at a classical.
I like
standpoint.
that.
Like
That's
very
good.
like Bridgerton style, like music. So
Like
it
a
was
quartet doing like the.
It was 100% like a classical
Yeah.
version.
I was
of,
like, my question literally is like, why is everyone so traditional and generic? Mike, can you please be unique for your 10-year? But I was wrong. Can you be unique for your 11th year?
Oh, hey, well,
You
you
know?
know what? We'll throw a party. We'll figure
Because,
something
like,
out.
yeah, like, it's annoying when they have the same music.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
wrong? Like, also, I had a question, though.
I thought
there was a
that-
guy at this wedding.
Uh-huh.
These, what do they call them? Groomsmen?
Yeah.
Not the best man with the other guys.
Yeah.
That dude.
They changed outfits between the ceremony and the reception.
Weird.
Were
So,
they
like-
still matched?
No, they were in, like, jeans and, like,
Oh,
t-shirts.
so they were like, they dressed down like a hard
Dressed
mother.
down, they go
Dang.
dance and shit.
They said, I'm
Thoughts?
not messing my suit up for
Thoughts?
this. My tuck's up for this.
Thoughts on that?
Kind of.
No, just wear your fucking tux. It's one
Yeah.
day, dude.
Everyone else is wearing their shit, bro.
Yeah,
Wear a
exactly.
suit.
I'm still
Yeah.
wearing my suit. Why
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
you fucking leave
It's kind
your
of a
tux
jabron
on?
move.
It's a jabron move, right?
Yeah.
It's totally a jabron move. Yeah,
Like,
if the
for fuck's
jabron.
sake, bro. Like,
Yeah, if the best man show up in jeans and t-shirts, I'm gonna be like, get that affliction shirt off, you motherfucker. You know what I mean?
get that
tap
party
out.
shit
Yeah.
out of my
get that
face, dude.
shitty ass tap out shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
You bring up a good point though, where you say they play the same stuff because, like, I feel like every wedding with white people always plays "Sweet Caroline," and it's like, do they just have like a list of like this is gonna be like families and like there's gonna be a bunch of
Yeah, so I think like white people love
White
that
people.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, so like craziest thing happened to a wedding we went to, the one in Jersey. It was like, so it was Brandy's dad's brother, so like her cousin.
Yeah.
So her brother's like son or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got married, and then like they played Freebird. Okay. Freebird starts playing, and then there's candles in the middle of the tables, right? Like centerpieces.
Oh no!
Some dude comes out with it, right? Yeah, he's fucking holding it.
Dude grabs a fucking candle,
and then he's like, "Yo,
throws it up.
Freebird's playing Freebird, right?" And then he goes and puts it. He goes out, puts it in the middle of the fucking dance floor, and then they make a circle around.
This is a weird.
It gets fucking weird. Like, and then I start people just start dancing, and they
Around
put
the
it in the
candle?
middle, and they're just like singing along with it.
They're moshing around this candle.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
What is happening?
Yeah, right.
That's
Am
weird,
I part
man.
of it? Like, Brandy's like, are we in a cult right now? Like, are we getting like initiated?
Yeah.
You know, and
I'm sorry. This is my side of the family. I'm sorry.
like, and you know, there was an explanation for it, and it was kind of macabre, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the moment I felt like it was very fucking weird, and I was wondering if you guys have ever. What is the weirdest
Like wedding thing?
like scenario? Like like you might be just there, and something like this happens, and you're like, what the fuck?
All right.
You know?
So at my cousin's wedding. We did they did the ceremony, but then they did the reception, and then my daughter went and like danced to the songs, and then she started breakdancing, and then
Your daughter?
Yeah,
Breakdance like Eddie Gordo?
like Eddie Gordo,
No.
like legit capoeira, like
Yeah,
spinning
nice.
on her back
Okay.
and landing like
Okay.
you know what I mean, hand
All
on
right. Okay.
She a big breakdancer?
I didn't know that.
She break dances.
You better get out on the streets and make some money, dude.
She did the first one. Everyone was like, "Oh!"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she kept doing it.
Oh.
Less O's.
And you were
that's
like, "Oh."
We get it.
So
Thanks.
yeah, so I had to entertain my daughter for like the rest of the night with the breakdancing and like cheering her on and
So
stuff.
you were the guy.
Yeah,
So normally I'm sitting at the table and I'm like, look at this fucking jabroni.
yeah, 100%.
This
Yeah.
fucking kid is dancing. Are you serious?
Well, I
Like,
like we went outside and we
which was kind of funny because at this wedding there was her other cousin had her husband and like 2 kids, and they were like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
6, maybe 7. And they'd run out to the dance floor, and they're in the little suits, these dudes, right? And
Yeah,
they just
so
dance
cute.
to the stupid music.
Oh yeah,
And everyone's like, so cute.
So cute.
And then it turns out that's every song they do that.
Yeah.
And then so no one really got on the dance floor, though, because there was kids just,
right.
and you're like,
Yeah.
Well, so like
Yeah.
we were like trying not to take over the dance
not
floor,
that I was
so we
gonna,
kind
not
of like
that I was
shifted.
gonna dance.
We
not
like
that I was gonna be there, but you know, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
kids.
it's wild kids.
Kids.
Kids always.
It's always the kids that do the
Chris,
weirdest
did you
thing at a
ever- have you
wedding.
ever-
It's a weird wedding experience.
I guess I haven't gone to like a cool wedding.
You said there was some
that-
weird ones last night, right?
Well, like they were.
Ooh.
It was like
I didn't hear
religious.
about last night. So.
No, it was just weirdly religious, like compared to what I
think it's
am
weird.
accustomed to. So it was like
I think anything.
it was like 8 different prayer breaks.
Breaks.
Yeah. Well, like breaks in the way that like while they were doing the
Like-
service, he was like, "Let us pray."
We're all gathered
Wait,
here
oh,
today
right.
to break.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, like the minister's leading the service, and he's
Did they
like,
like bring your food and then they're like, don't want to eat yet? have to
yeah.
pray.
I mean, like it was a buffet. So
Everyone get their food, but don't eat it.
well,
Don't eat it,
they
yeah.
just did the prayer break before they said you can go get your
Okay.
food.
That's probably smart. Yeah.
That's still
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't.
It was a
I
lot
used
of
to go
them.
over the
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of prayer breaks over there.
Over there.
over there.
And we have CrossFit breaks, but you know.
I mean, like, I'm okay with the prayer breaks, and like, if they, as long as they did it like pre-buffet, go get your food.
Yeah,
I
like
probably
did interrupt you.
It's
Yeah.
funny
Yeah.
because
But I would hate to like get my food, be like half full of food, and then be like, "Hey, we're gonna pray over this food," and you're like,
Whoops.
you got a chicken tender in your mouth.
"Yeah, exactly." You know what I mean?
Chicken tenders.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would have made up.
I think it's just like it's tough because on one hand you're like, why involve me in your bullshit?
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're like, I guess you guys paid for everything.
Yeah, it is your tradition, you know.
Yeah.
I guess you guys paid for my entire meal and my drinks, so I guess I shouldn't be a dick about it.
So,
you know, 6 hand, 1 hand, and half a dozen the other. I mean, yeah, that's still weird. I thought the seance looking thing in the middle was fucking weird.
yeah, that sounds really weird.
And I guess something. I'm
happened?
gonna bring it down, but I guess her dad was his favorite song, whatever, when he was alive,
Freebird?
or some shit like that. But like, cool, but like you're alienating half of the wedding because it was her family.
I see what you're saying.
But
the other people aren't like, whoa, what's happening?
me and Brandy. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know what the fuck was happening. You know, so we're like,
So we're about to get a.
yeah, I didn't know this is what's happening. You're like,
This wedding is a cult kind of wedding.
Die, bro. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're about to get
exits.
initiated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where the
we're
fuck are
joining
the
the gang
exits? We gotta
tonight.
Find
Yeah.
out where the hell to get out of here because something's gonna go off, and I don't want to be part of it. Weddings, huh?
Weddings.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I like
So when
weddings.
you have your wedding, Mike, I
Second
think you
wedding.
should have things you like. So you can have all the ravioli you want,
Yeah.
all the bruschetta.
All the bruschetta. Oh, dude, I think like my favorite like holiday right now would definitely be New Year's. 'Cause I'll just take me a
Really?
nice-
I was gonna rank that pretty low.
Really, I
Yeah.
love getting a nice good bottle of champ, some apps. You know, possibly
Tapas.
I like just some tape ass.
some Bellini and some
caviar.
and
We did that.
some
We did
bruschetta
that. Yeah, we
and,
did
and
that.
some good like
We did
champ.
Yeah, we did that.
That dude, that's like my like. I wish we.
So you
I
gotta
can't.
rank your top 5 holidays.
It's
Go.
April. I'm hyped for January coming
It
up.
just happened.
I know.
He's
Mine
already
was
hyped
good.
for it.
I got a bottle of tat.
Tell
Tat.
me, tat,
Tat.
Tell me your top 5 holidays.
Thanksgiving
This is what?
number 1.
You just said New Year's is like your favorite.
It's one of my. I would say New Year's number 2 then,
Okay.
and then maybe 4th of July.
This is a lot of thought process. Like I thought you'd have it like.
Bro, there's only like 5 fucking holidays, man. I'm trying to like I gotta bust through them. You know what I mean?
There's like more than 5.
There's not many more than 5 though.
Halloween,
Low,
Christmas,
low,
Valentine's Day,
low.
St. Patrick's Day,
Me.
Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Ooh, those are
Real
good.
holidays.
What's the one that I always mix them up? What's the one that like usually signals summer?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day
Yeah.
signal summer.
I like
Labor
Memorial
Day.
Day.
Labor Day
Signals
signals
Yeah,
school
Labor Day
starting.
sucks. That's
Labor Day
low.
fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Veterans Day.
great holiday.
Great holiday.
Dude,
Cinco de Mayo.
Dude, so we I love Cinco de Mayo would probably be number 3 for
That's
me.
a good one.
I love Cinco de Mayo.
Did I say St. Patty's?
Yeah.
I think he did. Yeah, because he said Dees.
Yeah.
Dees.
President's Day.
Yeah.
Veterans Day was great. We would just like hit all the fucking free food
Yeah.
spots.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
Dees.
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 Yeah.
President's Day.
Dees. We go
George
to all the
Washington's
spots
birthday.
for that one.
Christmas Eve.
Whack.
Ooh.
Wow.
Whack.
So
Your birthday? Like birthday?
Your birthday.
I guess Dees
It's
because
fucking shitty.
yeah, in all honesty, I'm not
Fucking shit.
I'm not a big fan, but I do get presents, so like, I guess, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it's Dees for me. It's like lower end of Dees. Like,
Yeah.
I would probably rank St. Patrick's Day above my own birthday.
Wow.
Black Friday?
Oh, number 1.
I do have a question. I did.
Run
I
'em.
command silence. I don't know why. I just looked at my notes.
Okay.
Utensils. Do you think they're perfected,
Yeah.
or is there room?
What do you mean? What are your top? What do you include in your utensils?
One of my top utensils.
You're saying there's only 3 utensils?
Our traditional utensils as Americans:
Okay, fork, knife, spoon.
fork, knife, spoon.
Did they already reach their apex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
What
'Cause,
about
like,
think about
Yeah,
chopsticks?
no, I'll be like,
bro.
yes, we
How
would.
applicable are chopsticks?
I love chopsticks.
I use chopsticks all the
Yeah,
time.
I like chopsticks, but also like
Chopsticks and
I can just use
spoons.
a fork though.
yeah, like people tried to make a spork. How many people do you have running around with sporks once you're past the child?
I got a lot of people with sporks. We had
Yeah,
people.
I gotta think about the spoon.
Battle
when you try and
sporks.
wash a spoon, bro, and that water
You get
splashes
splashback.
back. What's up with that?
You think they make a splashback,
I'm
a
just
non-splashback
saying there might be a way
spoon?
we can improve on the splashback.
Make the thing less
Yeah,
concave.
like less concave, bro, because that should be hitting my face.
Oh, dude, I want more concave. I want to hold more soup,
What?
though.
You want to like shoot out a fucking stream that like penetrates the skin?
Think about the amount of soup you can hold with that spoon, though.
Just because it's concave?
Think about a ladle.
No. It's all about area size. You want to have ladles instead?
Oh, dude, I drink some ladle.
Here's your salad fork and your soup ladle.
Sweet.
Enjoy.
See, it's interesting because you guys are going fork and spoon. I think knife could use
Knife.
some improvement because I want to be able to
so?
slice and then eat with
And
it.
dice.
Like I want to be able
Oh,
to do one of these.
Oh, you're like one of those
Okay,
guys
I
who's like
I don't want to have to
slice
drop
and
my
then
knife.
Yeah. I don't want to have to move utensils. I
eating
want,
off the. You're a Crocodile Dundee eating off
if
the
it
tip of
was
your
like-
knife.
If it was optimized enough, I would.
Okay.
You ever had a bread knife with the little two pointies at the end of the bread knife?
No, I was just going to say that was a good idea.
Cheese knife.
Mm.
Two pointies at the end of that, too.
I was going to say like a two-prong, right? So you have your steak knife and then like a two-prong, right? So you kind of cut it and you go, and you go. It just makes sure
I
you
have
don't,
a
like,
bread knife just like that.
However, like
I'd
don't
never
bite
use
too
it that
hard
way.
on the steak knife because you might slice your mouth.
Bro, what if
open.
you're rocking this fucking like 8-inch long fucking bread knife for dinner and you like
How about like a fork having like serrated edge? You know, like the
Like a
side
side,
of the
yeah.
side one designated cutting side
Yeah.
of a spork?
That might
There you
be
go.
that might be something.
If you put a serrated edge on a spork,
You have a fucking trifecta there. Do you like a spork?
Yeah.
No,
No.
absolutely not. What about
not
a
at
ma-
all.
Here's the thing.
There's
about
no
spork.
applicability.
Listen, the
No spork
spork.
usage.
The only one bad thing about a spork is that for some reason they're only ever made in plastic.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think if they made a good
someone
metal
busts out a metal
spork,
spork right now, I might be a fan. You
I
know?
think a good metal spork with like a serrated edge.
It's the
I
worst
think it'd be the
both
game.
worlds. Like if I want, like if you're trying to compare yourself to a spoon and a fork, I can't use you as a spoon because all my soup's gonna just come out the
edge.
Can you make that noise again? You know what I mean? Like
It's just gonna pop out.
Yeah, half the soup's gone.
I just think there's some applicability for a spork
If it's made with durable materials,
with a non-plastic spork.
I'm just saying.
Sign me
you know, like.
And I think the serrated edge.
Oh, but like,
A knife
okay,
fork.
so it's funny because we have forks, spoons, and knives, but like Japan is using
Chopsticks are
yeah.
yeah.
They haven't fucking changed.
I
Like,
love
fuck
chopsticks.
it.
In all honesty, when I make dinner and I make steaks, I pre-cut them and then only
On
fork
pussy?
them. I'm not cutting them. I don't want any longer. I don't want a whole steak on my plate. I want a steak cut up into slices.
Because it's like the bigger the steak, the better.
Yeah.
You don't like sliced,
I mean,
pre-sliced
I'm gonna
food?
cut myself. I mean,
Like I'd like to. I'd like to.
you're just a nice
my
guy,
own-
Mike.
yeah.
Cutting it for your family.
Yeah.
Slap a slab on there. And be like,
Well, like,
take care of it.
I mean,
bitch.
like, think about like a steakhouse. Like, they'll throw like the tomahawk bone and then like slices of steak on there.
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a fan of sliced steak.
I also
think,
don't like bone in my meat.
bro, bone me up, dude. Give me that bone.
Oh, I'll bone you.
Oh, I like them bones.
I'll bone
I
you
like
hard.
a nice
I'll-
T-bone.
I'll bone you. You won't even remember it.
Boy, I'll take all them bones.
Yeah.
My favorite bone is the prone bone.
All right. Okay, I'm going straight
The
in
pro
positions.
bono.
Okay. Pro bono over here.
Got the pro bono bone.
You're YouTube pro bono.
I don't like bone on my food. Like ribs.
Oh, really?
Wings?
You don't fuck with ribs, my
I
guy?
don't fuck with the bone. I'll tell you what, bro.
He's anti-bone.
If you bring me ribs and you get all the rib meat off, like that's good meat.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to deal with that bone. That's good chicken wing meat, bro. And I'm like, that's cool.
Do you like boneless wings or regular wings?
I like boneless wings.
Wow.
This shit's good, bro.
I know you're a boneless wings guy, right?
Yeah.
I
it's
want
good.
traditional. I want
Why?
the bone in.
Why?
I feel like they taste better.
Drums or flats?
flats.
Oh, you're way off base, dude. It's all about drums.
No. I'm a flats
Drummies.
dude.
Do Do you do the one-handed technique where you?
Oh, I deep throat the wing and then I suck all the meat off the 2 bones.
I wish I could make that look not lame.
Didn't you do one, Chris?
I tried. Yeah, I tried because I watched a YouTube video on like you do this to separate it, so then you can just like
suck it all off.
Yeah,
it's all about the sucking technique. You have to have a vacuum of a mouth, and I think I got it. I'm like,
Mike's good at sucking.
Yeah, we should talk after this.
I feel like I'm decent at sucking.
Pretty good at sucking.
Pretty decent them wangs.
I'm sucking meat off a bone real quick.
Wow, you guys don't like bones?
I don't like.
No, I didn't say I didn't like.
No, I just got to think about being like working for my meat. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll work for it.
Bro.
What about crab legs? You don't like working for them crab legs?
Like it tastes good, but like honestly, I'm saying like scenario A, crab legs in front of you. Scenario B, all the meat is out of the crab leg. I'm gonna take scenario B.
Really?
Like you would take a crab cake over crab leg. Yeah.
Yeah, I would take.
I like crab legs, man. I'm
honestly,
I'm trying to burn calories while I'm consuming calories.
Like, here's a tomahawk steak, but here's a tomahawk steak sliced up for a fajita. Give me that fajita, please. Yeah. Here's the wings, but the wing meat's taken off. Yeah.
I don't know.
Why would you want to work harder?
I'm all about bone in, man.
You bone in where?
Meat. I'm all about bone in.
Boning me. Mm-hmm. I'm boning you.
You ever had a Yeah, I like bone in pork chops, bud.
Oh, pork chops? No.
You like boneless pork chops?
Like, I just don't like bones in my meat. Because then, like, what if I forget it's there?
Yeah, giving him more bones isn't going to change.
Yeah. Would you like more bones? Would you like more bones?
I like the all-natural meat. I don't need it to be any more processed than it already is.
It's not processed. It's just cut off the bone.
All right, what about boneless chicken nuggets?
Those rules.
Essentially chicken. Essentially nuggets.
You were comparing boneless nuggets to wing, like boneless wings to wings. I'm saying take the wing and take the meat off the bone, and then I eat the meat. It's still wing meat.
Yeah, but it's processed and it's turned in and it's deep fried and it's turned into boneless wing. No, boneless wing is processed.
Not a boneless wing.
He's asking for the meat to be ripped off and like handed to him.
Like
but they don't fucking do that. Is what I'm saying.
If we went to like Jiminy, whatever, JR Crickets.
Yeah, Jiminy Crickets. Hey, it's closed down. It's Jiminy Crickets.
And we went there, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me get some of them lemon pepper wings, right? And I was like, Mike, take all the fucking meat off my bone.
I'm not fucking doing that. I'm going to put the bone-in wings in front of you.
And then I would eat the fuck out of it. That's not a boneless wing. That's you taking the meat off my bone.
Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, take the meat off my bone so
because
I can put the bone in
I like pre-sliced steak, but I like the bone attached to my steak when I
give me that rib meat, brother. Suck the
suck the meat off my bone and then give it to me. Nah, man, I want the less processed version.
It's gonna snowball.
Snowball me that fucking
suck the meat off my bone.
Snowball me that rib meat, dog. You know what I mean?
It's suction.
He wasn't kidding with us.
He does a lot of practice.
He's got a vacuum.
He's got a vacuum. It's a snowball vacuum.
They call me the Roomba over here. What's up?
Oh.
The iRobot. What the fuck they call it?
The Dyson. Top suction.
The animal, bud.
Ooh.
Animal hair no more. Pubic hair no more.
Dude, you sucking the pubic hair off a dick? That's impressive.
It's just like whatever.
I'm going for a wax job /
for a proximity, bro. What? Watch out. Keep your hands away. They're gone.
Boots and pants and boots.
So I'm thinking, all right, you guys ready to take a shot? We're doing shooters.
Yeah.
Shooters.
Okay, so
shooters also kind of fit the.
It's a Hadouken.
Yeah. It's a Hadouken. So we're taking.
Boys. Hadouken.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh,
we're live.
Hadouken.
I
said Hadouken, sir.
Mike, you said that was good.
Mine definitely didn't have as much Navy strength on it. Wasn't bad. Did you think it was bad? It was mostly orange or blue curacao.
The
Lemon.
it's the
lemon.
ending.
Yeah.
Like getting it down was actually kind of nice, and then like the battle
It's
strength.
still here.
Yeah, it's still hanging
That
out.
wasn't
Like,
bad for me.
hey, buddy, you just took me.
You just
Should have lit it on
just-
fire because
you just took me.
the fire one, all the Navy strength burned off, so it was
You
like
just sent me, guys, to a world of pain,
of pain.
pain and misery. I think.
All right,
Tell me what it is, Mike.
so this is a Hadouken.
That's exactly accurate.
Hadouken. So it is. The original shot was a 1 ounce pour of Magellan gin.
We didn't bring the bottle.
We didn't bring the bottle.
Jabronis.
We
We're
didn't bring
jabroni.
the.
I think we've had Magellan before, though.
We have
we
Go
did
back
it.
to that
yeah,
one
we did
and-
it in that tasting. Remember
thought-
we taste all three of them?
Yeah, that was the first tasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have had the bottle here.
Yeah.
So look back.
We also didn't bring the Funko. We have.
Yeah. He's
We
only
don't-
above your head, though.
If you're listening, you probably know we don't really plan these things out. So
Yeah, we try.
yeah.
So 1 ounce of Magellan, a half ounce of blue curacao, and a half ounce of lemon. And then we float some 151.
Yeah.
Or sorry, we used Navy strength gin. It worked.
It lit on fire.
We
good.
float some flammable liquid on top of the shot and light it on fire, and then
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Hadouken. Boom. We were going to make a regular drink. It just seemed better to be a shooter.
The shooter worked.
Yeah.
Mostly because all the ingredients were alcohol. And that would be a lot more
You want it
alcohol.
quickly gone.
Yeah, quickly through the
Just
system.
trying to shoot this.
Mike, I think you should tell the people how the first one went after you lit it on fire.
Yeah, so you light them on fire. So the last time I did a drink that you lit on fire, I was told to put it out with my hand.
When was this? Who told you this?
So in Jacksonville,
Oh, it's a Jacksonville thing.
I was down there.
Duval.
They had this thing, and it was called a Jeffrey. They float 151
There you
on
go.
there.
Jeffrey.
And then
What?
like on Get 'Em to the Greek where they do the Jeffrey, they paint, pet the furry wall.
Never seen.
I've never seen it.
Get 'Em to the Greek?
Nah, I've never seen it.
All right.
Is it?
Not a Russell Brand guy.
I'm not a Russell Brand guy.
Yeah.
Not a Jonah Hill guy.
But I do like Jonah Hill.
I'm a Jonah Hill guy in his like serious works.
Yes. His inspirational
You don't like
works.
Superbad?
Oh well, I mean, I
That's not serious.
That's what I'm saying.
I do like
Okay.
Superbad.
But it is Jonah Hill.
Yeah, but
That's a Michael Cera vehicle.
Sarah shit.
Okay. So
Bill
yeah,
Hader.
so you it's some weird drink. I'm pretty sure it
It's in
has
the stone.
absinthe in it. And then they float 151 and then you cap it and then you suck the alcohol vapor out and then
Didn't
you
we
take
talk
the
about
shot.
this like
Yeah.
a couple episodes ago?
We've definitely taken
People sucking vapor.
yeah. And that was the last thing
Mike
I
sucks
remember that
vapor.
night.
I'll suck some vapor right now.
So
What's a vapor under?
So you
to
were
put the Hadouken out, I
Let me
also
see it.
said
Let me see it.
I said, "Oh, this is a great idea."
bro. That's
And
like
then
a
it stuck to my
stigmata.
hand
Yeah,
and it burnt
dude.
a perfect ring in my hand. It's beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to wear
himself.
this forever.
I say. He is risen. He
But
is
also
risen.
that's why I'm holding this
He is risen.
ice cold glass of ice.
He is risen.
This is great for my burn.
You have to use the left hand now. Burn that one.
Yeah,
too.
well, not.
That way you match.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he is risen.
Well, maybe later.
Yeah.
No.
Depends on how drunk I am.
Yeah, we make another one of these. Wink. So I would never entertain the idea of putting my hand on fire. Like, you know, those people put out like candles with their fingers.
Yeah, those
Fuck
guys
that,
are.
dude.
Those people are maniacs.
You're a maniac. You just put your hand on top
I
of a
think
flame.
because
and
we
then
had
the best
that
part was
one.
that it suctioned to your hand.
I think because we had it lit so long was why it was so hot. Because I think like it was like
Yeah,
lit
it's
and
usually
then
a
I capped it.
Fireworks like that, you know.
Yeah,
The longer it exists,
was
the more
lit
things
and then I
burn.
capped it on the first one. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. This one, it was lit.
False.
It sat there for
Yeah.
like we were like, let's get a good shot in. You know, we let it burn for a good couple of minutes,
Yeah.
and then I touched the flaming hot glass, and that's probably what did
Then
it.
it suctioned right to your fucking hand.
Yeah, and then it sucked into my hand.
That was your
Oh,
skin
man.
burning around it.
Well, like honestly, the middle part, just fine. The part where the actual fire
Yeah, it's
was,
just the rim.
Yeah,
you gotta burn.
it's
you
the
gotta
burning
burn-
because the
hot
glass
that
yeah,
got.
the
You gotta
glass
burn.
gets
You gotta
hot,
burn
yeah.
hot rim right now.
Yeah, I got a sweet,
Ooh.
Yeah.
sweet ring job.
Hot
if you know
rim.
what I mean.
You got that
Yeah.
Plaza Azteca rim.
Hey, when you go home, when you go home, just ask Sarah, like, tell her you got a nice rim job,
I did.
and then show her.
I will. I
Check out
can't
my
wait.
rim. It's hot.
It's hot.
I got a hot
rim.
Hot rim.
Mike's rim is so hot right now.
It is.
But yeah, I think that's why that happened. And to rate this drink,
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah,
to
are
the
you
rating.
feeling some kind of way about rating this because you burned yourself?
This is interesting because this is one of our.
contribute to the Patreon.
Yeah. By the way, we have a Patreon.
We're very embarrassed about that.
If you're not watching right now, one of the foam pads just fell on Chris, and he's having a trouble.
No, just leave it on the.
Yeah, that
All right,
works.
that'll fall again.
I mean, eventually.
Go ahead.
But,
We'll just put more tape. And
this is one of the first ones we've done that's like a straight shot / shooter, you know.
Yeah.
So it's got like a different rating system because
like, the only other time we did something like this was the Coach Bombay.
we did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, but those were like drinks, though. Remember?
I thought they were in the shooter glass because we did them in
No,
your.
they were like in the Big Tall Boys, like the one he's got the ice in.
Yeah.
The Bombay one was. It fell again.
You can just leave it down.
Yeah.
At this point, hopefully all the acoustics
Bombay
don't
one
go
was-
through
what
that
was-
square.
It was
Sucked out that.
everyone's
soundproofing
voice.
is.
Bombay Sapphire and what?
It was okay. So it was Squirt.
Alright.
No, Sundrop. Sundrop.
Sundrop, yeah, because it was
It was from Minnesota.
Midwest. Yeah.
Midwest. Sundrop lemon lime soda, and then you drop Bombay Sapphire in it. And it was Coach Bombay. So we talk about sports,
Nice.
movies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should revisit that.
However,
I'd like to talk
it
more
really-
sports movies.
I'm way
It
better
kind of
at
has the
that.
same feeling
I
that
love
this
sports
one does,
movies.
where like you don't really have an opportunity to enjoy it, or not necessarily,
I don't know.
not necessarily enjoy it, but like get like a.
You're not sipping it. You're
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
you're not
sipping it.
savoring this.
You're not getting the feel of it. You're like,
I feel like when you rate a shot, you're rating like the effectiveness of said
That's
shot,
true.
or
Yeah.
like the
I'd say
okay,
effectiveness versus pain.
yeah, like, oh shit,
So-
I wish I would never do that again.
Yeah, like
versus,
I'm drunk, but that shit sucked. You know. That
So
kind
like
of-
in Charleston, we'd go to Majarua
yeah,
and we'd like hit up the
we been
bartender.
there?
we haven't been there.
You haven't been to Majarua?
Nah, we were downtown, so
Take
we
that
never
man
really
to Park
ventured
Circle.
up.
Get him some Majarua, dude.
We didn't venture up, bro.
Get him the Irish nachos, bud.
Ooh, that sounds good.
They're dank.
I wonder if they're still dank or they
Last time we went, we had them and they were dank again.
good.
They were dank again.
They have returned to dankness.
Continued the dankness.
The return to dankness.
Yeah, dude.
But you were saying,
But yeah, we would go to Majarua after our shift, and then we'd go and we'd say, "Hey man, like,
Nice shot.
how cool are you?"
Hey
and
man,
like,
nice shot.
the dude would be like, "Yeah, we just make us a shot. We're gonna tell you the name, and then you kind of make 4 of them." That was a pretty fun game to play with that.
and you would
Pretty
just
fun.
make up a name and be like,
Pretty
today I
fucking-
want to drink
pretty
Hadouken.
fun.
A Hadouken, yeah.
And he would do something? That's
He would-
interesting. Or they would do something? Yeah, that's
Mine,
cool.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna move my mic.
That's sort of like a less polished gin joint with like the come in here and say the
Right,
2
yeah,
words and
exactly.
we'll like make
Ginger was
something.
also they were great. We need to go.
Have you been to
I
the
can't
gin
believe I didn't
joint?
say that yesterday when we talked about Charleston.
It was in Charleston?
Bro, you didn't mention the gin joint?
Yeah.
Greatest mustard ever.
Oh, I love mustard.
They got a great mustard.
You ain't
Real fucking spicy mustard.
I
Real grainy, spicy.
have some Sierra Nevada hoppy mustard.
I can't remember
It's
what.
fantastic.
What did they do for your drink? It was like 3 like
Yeah,
adjectives.
you like so they had this list of like 20 maybe words and you like pick it was like stuff like I want boozy and I want floral.
I
Yeah.
want,
Oh yeah.
I
nice.
want like crisp. I want like
Yeah, I want fruity.
I want
like
heavy
you would
alcohol.
just say 2
I want-
words.
Yeah, like and then they would just
I
make
want
something. for you.
boozy and heavy alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, you say herbal, fizzy.
And
whatever.
no joke, this is
They'll
the
just make
weird
some
part.
shit.
That's
not
tight.
to talk
The
about
less
Charleston.
polished version, yes, this is Majarua.
Not to talk about
Irish
Charleston
bar.
more,
we would
but
say
they did.
we would say like off color things.
Was that the pub you were thinking about yesterday?
I don't think so.
No, he was talking about a pub downtown. Anyway, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, I was just saying not to talk about the gin joint more. But they the cool part about them too was like we like asked like hey, what's the story with these mezcals?
You know, they kind of looked like that Magellan bottle.
Yeah.
I think about it, yeah.
Yeah. And this dude like rattled off like it was like you asked him
He like knew
His life
shit.
story, and he knew
he
it.
was like, bro, we get this like imported from this guy who like hangs out.
Yeah.
And it was like the dude just knew everything there was to know about like this thing.
This
So
thing's
shout
going
out
on.
Gin Joint.
Shout out Gin Joint.
Hey, we need to take a trip.
We should drop some stickers off at Gin Joint because
Oh, dude's trip to Charleston.
dude's trip.
Well, I got to bring my wife and my kids.
That's not dude. That is not a dude's trip.
All right, so just a family trip then.
It's a family trip.
Family trip. Let's do it, dude.
Family. No.
I mean, I think it'd be cool. We could do like an on location. You could sneak out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And do an on location.
Well, like, yeah.
No,
Not sneak out.
I'll say no, you can't because she's gonna listen.
So we like.
She knows the plot.
She's like, oh, you need to go where?
You sneak out.
We like.
Where are you going?
The hotel we got. It had a pool.
Ooh,
Kids loved
Jaguars.
it. Yep. Huh?
Jaguars.
Jaguars?
Not the Jaguars. Jaguars.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, not those. Yes,
I know.
yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I love a good
Establishment.
Yes.
I think
So the drink.
Yeah, so the drink. All right, so rate it. I was just.
I'm
pointing out
ordering
that-
another round. Number 3.
I think I would too. Because here's what can I?
Yeah.
I don't mean to commandeer, but like the reason why I would order one.
Commandeer.
Yeah, 3. I'd give it a 3 because like if I'm getting shots, that wasn't bad. Like that's not as bad as shots
This is true because like
I think a sweet like bar theme would be like shots of the week.
I think a bar theme in general would be if you took what we are doing as a podcast, but you made like a bar
Out of it.
A bar about
drinks-
nothing.
So like,
Well, a bar.
I'm saying like shot of the week, right? And but it's like Street Fighter theme, and then we have a Blanca and
That's
a
what I'm saying.
Hadouken
Yeah, right.
and
Like
this and a that.
Our drinks are all literally themed off
Or
pop
like
culture.
Girl Scout cookies, and we have Girl Scout cookie shots, or Jolly
Mint.
Ranchers, and
Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers.
yeah, I've had some Jolly Ranchers.
I remember
shots.
those.
Yeah.
I would say you make a good point, Chris, because like for some reason a lot of guys would always want to go get shots, and it would be like Jameson,
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
I mean,
So when you take a shot like this, you're like, not bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where would you? Okay, so like the only shots I think I like a lot are remember when we used to go to Brick House and get white tea shots and green tea shots.
Yeah.
Those are
Excuse me?
okay. Like I would get those. I would rank this above those. If this was like a shot I could order.
What about like Jaeger bombs?
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
If Jaeger bombs are top tier, these are slightly below.
Jaeger bombs, man. They got
Okay.
the added benefit of being Red Bull.
Also Red Bull, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaeger bomb.
What about you? Well,
Not
we
now,
we
Chief.
got 2 3s.
Not now, Chief. I'm in the
I'm
fucking,
in the fucking
zone.
zone.
I'm in a fucking zone.
My new fucking haircut.
When we
Look at my
talk
new
early
haircut.
internet again, we'll bring that up.
yeah.
Great. You know.
I would probably say 3 to a point.
All 3s.
To a point until
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. 0. No, but I'd be like if
Bro,
I
that
had
gets
a
up
10.
there.
I'm having.
That'd be probably mostly because I'm wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I was
I
gonna say,
can't deal.
I'm having like 2 or 3 of these, and then I'm like, just give me the fucking battle.
I will. Yeah, just where's the damn gin bottle?
Yeah.
I think what sells me. I'm really kind of always into citrus, so orange and lemon.
Game over.
Game over.
Game over.
New fucking haircut.
Sign me up. Look at my new
So we
haircut.
did 3s around.
3s around.
Do we
Threes
need to
around.
make another division of just
I think-
shots and shooters? And
Yeah, it should be
bombs?
just shots and shooters.
Shot shooter bomb. Shot shooters cherry bomb.
This isn't really a cocktail per se, so I would say we'd have to create a new category.
We have to do it.
Yeah.
Got
It
to.
has to.
All right, coming soon. New category.
The Hadouken.
The Hadouken. Yes. Why did we do that?
We're gonna review Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like, I don't fucking know.
I
dude.
burned myself. I don't even know why I burned myself.
We definitely didn't come up with it
Yeah. Well.
until we were here.
Yeah. Stand by. Coming up.
Coming up.
The DeGINerate review of Hadouken. I mean, Street Fighter.
What are you showing me, Mike?
The ring on my hand.
Yeah. It's bad, dude.
It looks like you shot a Hadouken.
Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good topic right there. Like, these motherfuckers be shooting fireballs out of their hands and shit. Ain't no
Not burning the hands
one
at
fucking
all.
Scar.
Those pussies.
Not one burn mark.
I put fire out with my fucking hand.
Yeah, or they be getting hit with them things.
Oh yeah.
You know,
The
like,
bangs.
man, whatever, bro. Thanks for the Hadouken. I'm good.
No biggie.
No biggie. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. This is Tosh point out. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, yeah.
LARPing.
Yeah. Lightning bolt. So anyway, lightning bolt from Bison.
From Bison.
Why
Leading
are we
into
talking
the
about that?
review.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a degenerate review.
This is the degenerate review of the 1994 cinematic adventure Street Fighter.
Hell yeah.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. So Street Fighter was originally still is, a video game.
Oh, originally a video game.
It blew up in the 90s with like Mortal Kombat and
Arcade style games.
yeah, arcade fighting
like,
games.
I do feel like Street Fighter was more of an arcade style game than Mortal Kombat was.
Mortal Kombat was pretty heavy in the arcade.
But I feel like you had to play Mortal Kombat at home, whereas you could go to
You
this.
didn't have to. I was never at the arcade. Let's ask the guy who was probably at all the arcades. Chris, what was that? His family probably gave him like $100 bill. And was like,
Street Fighter was more arcade prevalent, huh?
At the arcades, all I remember is like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Right.
That's what I.
that's a good one.
Capcom, Street Fighter.
Marvel. Avengers. Yeah. They were playing a game here.
Same.
So
it was an arcade game, like you were saying.
yeah, so like it was a very popular, and it was one of the first movies that were made off of video games. You know, like Mortal Kombat, the Mario Brothers.
When did Mortal Kombat come out?
I think it was 95,
When did Mario Bros come out?
94, 93.
What a crazy. Oh, so Mario Bros was the first one.
One of the first ones, yeah. One of the worst and first.
John Leguizamo.
First and worst, boys.
First and
so
Best Luigi ever.
there was like this period of time where I think every Hollywood was like, we got to capitalize on this fucking booming market, and this is what they turned out.
They couldn't turn Tetris and Pong into a movie.
Yeah.
So they were like,
Well, they are now. They're apparently Tetris is a movie now, but anyway.
Shut up. You serious?
I think it's the making of Tetris.
Oh, is it
Like
like
a
a
documentary?
documentary?
It's like different.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not like Tetris.
Yeah.
Remember Pixels? That was an awful movie.
Which one?
Adam Sandler, Pixels.
I haven't
that was
seen it.
awful.
Michelle Monaghan's in it though. Nice.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, Pixel wasn't great.
Have you guys seen Wreck-It Ralph? I've never seen it.
Yeah, both
Like-
of them.
Is it like a good video game? Because I hear it has a lot of references to video games and shit.
It has references to video games, yes.
Would you
So
say
it's like
Street Fighter? the
Ready
movie-
Player One though.
Huh?
Ready Player
Oh,
One.
I haven't seen that.
Awful.
You know what else is awful? Not this movie. This
Not
movie
this
fucking
movie.
rules. Okay, so Street Fighter, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, the muscles from Brussels.
Yes, Street Fighter starring JCVD,
JCVD.
not RVD.
No, the
not
better
to be
one.
confused.
JCVD. The muscles from Brussels.
Badass.
This is the second Muscles from Brussels movie we reviewed.
Really?
We reviewed Time Cop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was Joe.
He plays Guile. Colonel Guile? Captain Guile?
It's Colonel, apparently.
Apparently, but in the games it's
Lieutenant.
Captain or something?
I'm pretty sure he's Lieutenant Guile in the game.
He's not a colonel.
Yeah.
Man ranked up quick.
He got ranked up between movies.
You made a good point when the movie started where you were like, because so it starts off with like this, like,
It opens
old-
with news reports.
yeah, with news reports. And you mentioned, like, why didn't they actually just use like CNN? It's always like a made up.
Always, man. I think,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like this movie, like RoboCop, like we saw something else like a while ago, like think Time Cop maybe,
Yeah.
where they make up a fucking network.
Yeah, well, but it's very similar. It's like ANN instead of
Yeah, it's
CNN.
like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like GTN or some Global Trade News or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet back in the days there was like, you know, the copyright laws and like CNN.
I think, and they also probably didn't want to pay CNN to put their fucking name on it. They got to pay
Exactly.
them. They probably got to pay like Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah.
You know, we got to pay everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's got to get paid.
And we got to pay for John Claude's coke addiction. So like,
Yeah, so
we
we
ain't
can't
got that much
afford
money.
to call CNN
Yeah.
and ask to be
Like,
CNN.
we're running out of money here, boys. So,
Yeah.
the movie starts with some news reports. And it seems like the world is in chaos.
in chaos because
Much
of one
like
dude.
today. But, you know,
Because of one dude.
one guy. One god, he calls himself later on in the movie.
He does.
Yeah.
Bison.
Weird.
M. Bison.
And Bison.
Also, Admiral or General Bison.
Yeah, but he's like him. Yeah, you know, he's like himself, though. Like, he owns his own army. Like, why would you give yourself such a, like, kind of, like...
He's an O10.
I would call myself, like, you know, Lord and Savior Bison.
He eventually does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
All-knowing
Yeah.
Bison. Omniscient.
Omniscient Bison.
Bitch.
That's me.
God Bison.
God Bison, bow before me.
Yeah.
But the, yeah, so you want to take us through, Mike?
Yeah, so they open with the news reports.
Yeah.
They get down to Shadaloo or whatever the fuck it's called.
Shadaloo. You got it right.
And Chun-Li is the reporter.
Yeah, interesting, right? You played the games. Later on, it's revealed, but the whole time, you're like, she ain't no damn reporter.
She's no reporter.
E Honda ain't no video man.
Yeah, they open up with E Honda as the video guy, also for Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm. And Balrog.
And Balrog
as the camera dude.
Yeah, camera guy.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, they just quickly show you these characters that you know, and you're like,
yeah. They introduce these people, and they call them by their name. I don't remember any of the story plot. Honestly, I remember her being the news reporter, but I don't even remember.
It was really just Bison.
Other than Bison's taking over the world.
Yeah, he's taking people in prison. The problem was, I think, with this movie is that they really backed on the fact of people knowing the movie.
Yeah.
The characters.
Like, kind of just being like, oh, Chun-Li, she's going to be a badass in
and
this.
they, like, just show their names out, like you're saying. Like, Chun-Li, Honda, Balrog. You're like, oh, I know those names. And you're just like,
what? I came to see the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, keep it going. Vega. Whoa.
I said Bison is way smaller than in the video game.
Yeah. He wasn't a small guy. He was pretty big compared to Jean-Claude.
No, he wasn't.
I thought he was tall.
He might have been taller, but he was skinnier.
Oh, okay.
He was
He was fat. He was getting shreddy. It was summertime.
Maybe.
Past bulk season, bro.
He should have been getting huge like Vega.
Oh no, Zangief
or Zangief.
Yeah.
Either or.
This will come back when we all just talk about the movie holistically, but we all have different opinions on who had the best physique.
Yeah, and we like, if you're listening out there, we'd like to know your thoughts on who's the most jacked of the movie.
I already know.
Who's got the best physique?
I don't want to hear your
opinions. For some reason, Guile leads this fucking Allied Nations group of, like, military. It was, like, every country.
But, like, they're worse soldiers?
Yeah, like,
it was weird.
I don't know, man. Like the scraps, you know?
Yeah, so they introduce Bison. They introduce
narrator.
DJ.
Yeah. Yes, DJ.
Whom is Joanna Man.
Joanna Man. Yeah, immediately we were like, Joanna Man?
Yeah, he turned around, because he has that weird distinct. He looks kind of like Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I was like, is Arsenio Hall or Joanna Man? It's the two guesses I got. Joanna Man.
It was definitely Joanna Man.
Arsenio Hall was enjoying success in the early 90s while poor Joanna Man was playing a Street Fighter.
He was playing this awful fucking movie. All right, so Joanna Man gets introduced. Zangief gets introduced as well. He has clothes on, fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Shame on you directors.
What the fuck?
My man's got clothes on.
I'd be pissed if I was that
blasting nips the whole movie.
This man should have been, in one fucking
straight
Speedo.
Straight up all the fucking the video game outfits.
Yeah.
Just the whole time. Fucking dude's tits are out.
Yeah, agreed.
With troll hair on it.
Then Guile steals the camera from Chun-Li and gives him a up yours, Bison, up yours. I know.
It's like, how many, I would love to see, like, the contracts of these action stars in the 90s and shit.
Yeah.
Because how much do you think he had in there? Like, I need to show my biceps at least twice in this movie.
Oh, hell no.
I need a close-up of my biceps.
Hell no. You know that wasn't in vain.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Because Street Fighter is profiting monetarily from his biceps. So they're like, let's show your biceps like
yeah, but I bet he's
15 times, and he's like, okay, sounds good.
I feel like also he would be like, like a collective agreement, biceps, more bicep,
more bicep,
yeah, no cowbell, bicep, more
The thing I always wonder is if, like, when they do those things, if it's like that all it says on the script is like up yours, Bison, and it's just Jean-Claude himself being like, oh, this is a good opportunity
for me
to be like,
or like the end where he like fucking like punches him and it's like got the tattoo.
Yeah, dude, that was staged 100%. That was a flex as hard as you can.
I'm gonna do another line of coke.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yes, I'm ready. So like
they also introduce
Cammy, right?
Well, they're there. Cammy and T-Hawk are there. Mm-hmm. But they didn't really like kind of.
They never really introduced Cammy and T-Hawk
ever,
which is fine.
Even though Jean-Claude was apparently
slamming them. Cheeks.
he was
spreading
with
them cheeks, clapping them cheeks.
My man.
It's under the like Wikipedia that
My
like
man
they
was
were
like, my man was like, hey, there ain't no splits in this script, but I'm about to split these cheeks real quick.
nice.
All right. Yep.
What? It's true though. I gotta look shit up.
It's true.
So
they're then.
I'm ashamed there was no splits.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think with the Jean-Claude movie.
Yeah, I think that's what I look forward to.
I also was wondering, there was a lot less ass kicking than what you would expect.
Yeah. They saved it all for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes was only ass kicking, but
So there was a lot of story progression in the beginning, and I think it was a lot was used to just call out each other's names.
Vega, this guy, that dude.
Like the whole Ken and Ryu go breaking in and like Sagat fuck him up.
So they go to the Sagat's area. Vega's fighting some random
Before they
dude.
get there, they get caught by Sagat trying to run weapons.
Well, so Blanca gets taken to the lab
Yeah.
after
about
Guile
that.
does the up yours thing.
Yeah, because he calls out his boy Charlie.
Yeah, he's like, I'm coming for you, Charlie.
Yeah.
And then Bison's like, Charlie, all right,
Interesting.
you're fucked.
Yeah. And then Vega street fighting some random dude. They didn't say who it was, but that guy was climbing on the wall.
Yeah, he gets shocked up. Yeah. I guess he took his. Maybe that was a callback to the game.
Yeah, but Vega climbs.
Yeah, but maybe they just didn't want. Maybe Vega was like, I don't want to climb. The actor.
I'm too jacked
to climb.
Yeah, so send the other guy who's scared of me.
Yeah, so to me, Vega was street fighting, and he was the most jacked dude. That's what I got
So
on my
Mike
notes.
has offered his opinion.
My opinion,
Vega.
definitely Vega was the
I'm
most
gonna
jacked
go with
dude.
E Honda. That dude took whips in a very controversial scene.
Yeah, so they introduce Vega. He takes his mask off for most of the movie.
Yeah, what the fuck?
After this, and then Ryu and Ken get caught selling toy guns.
Bro, how about
to
Ken? Let's shout out for miscasting Ken
Damien
and Ryu.
Yeah.
Like,
those. So that when they get introduced, they're at this fight scene. And you kind of Zach pointed out, Ken looked like he was straight up snorting lines.
He looked like that man had food poisoning, bro. That dude was fucked up.
That dude was probably sick, and they were like, "Look, we keep reshooting for Jean-Claude. We ain't reshooting for you, bro."
Yeah, Damien Choppa is his name.
Dude, let's call this motherfucker out. This dude sucked.
Dude was definitely
not in the same dimension as we were.
Yeah.
That's safe to say that.
Yeah.
But still, even if he was sober,
in all honesty,
Ken sucks anyway.
Ken. It was an awful movie, and it was.
Excuse you. Ken sucks anyway.
Yeah, I
Ken's
agree.
a knockoff Ryu.
He's just knockoff Ryu. You're right.
But I feel like they could have made him. I don't know.
Better.
Yeah.
Should have.
They're two main characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all honesty, Ryu is the hero of the game.
I don't know.
And he was very downplayed in
You've
this movie.
played
They
probably
weren't
more
pro-America.
Chris, you probably played more Street Fighter than I have. But isn't Ryu the main character?
He is.
Yeah.
That's
Not Guile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the dude that represents
Liu
Street
Kang.
Fighter. Yeah.
Why wasn't Jean-Claude just Ryu? If they're gonna, they already made him American. They didn't give a fuck about nationalities.
I agree.
I know your face, but I was like, they didn't give a fuck about it.
They did not.
Hell,
This
if
man
you
had
don't want to go that
an
far,
accent
if you don't want to go that far,
we're
make
gonna
him,
kick these sons of bitches' ass.
yes. And if you don't want to go that far, just make him Ken.
Yeah.
So I was saying, you could have made him Ken. It would have been fine.
But they've made this weird storyline around Guile. They literally centrified the whole story between him and Bison.
And he's like a side character.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Cammy's not even that important either. And then for some reason she's
Got
Got a lot
screen
of
time.
screen time.
well, we know why. Cheeks are spread.
Yes. Yeah,
Coke
so they
was
sell them
snorted
toy
off them
guns. They sell
cheeks.
the Sagat gang or whatever.
10
Yeah.
grand worth of coke was snorted off them cheeks. You get all the screen time you want.
They also introduced Dali Sam as the doctor on Blanca.
Yeah.
That was weird too.
The thing that was weird is I feel like sometimes they would introduce these characters and just give them this weird backstory for Dawson was one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter because he has cool moves. He spits.
He's got
fire,
range attacks because he can spit fire. He's got long arms.
Yeah. And it's no, in this movie, bro, just a scientist.
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's making Blanca.
He's just making Blanca.
That's another trap that we got to say people's names.
Yeah.
We could have had a doctor here. We're gonna make him.
Dawson.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna make him that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can say his name a bunch.
Yeah.
Sorry. Same with DJ, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I feel like DJ
He
was
didn't even
like
fight.
Yeah,
he didn't fight. He wore his like Street Fighter outfit for like 1
Dawson
minute.
didn't really fight.
Yeah.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then somehow he lost his hair.
Yeah, he got
So he
electrocuted
could look like
that one time.
Because that was the weird 20 minutes at the end of the movie where they're like, everyone must now look like the video game characters.
Yeah.
And now he lost his hair and his shirt.
Yeah.
And they're like, you gotta look like, except for they never figured out a way to make Blanca look like Blanca.
Yeah, Blanca just had a huge fucking forehead.
Yeah.
That was their thing. They were like,
Yeah.
He's like a fucking.
They did
put
him dirty.
more makeup on his
Look
forehead.
like a Cro-Mag.
No, more makeup.
Who did they do more dirty, Blanca or Balrog?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh my god.
Man.
All right, so
Danny Glover's ass.
they
Hair's
cut to
flying.
Dolly Sam being a doctor on Blanca, and then they cut back to Ryu versus Vega, and they were going to make him fight Vega.
Yeah.
And they had Ken watch, and he said, "Oh, you're watching so that you can, do reconnaissance because you're fighting him next."
Yeah, did you verify that this movie came out after or before Mortal Kombat?
I can.
All right, while you look that up, while this was happening, this was one of the most weird scenes to me because, like, when Vega walks in, all the girls are like, woo! And then when Ryu comes in, like, Vega gets mad because some girls were like, yeah!
Because he took his shirt off
Yeah.
and more into him, which I don't understand. First of all, I would be mad with Vega. I'm like, look at Vega.
Yeah.
This dude's got rib muscles, dude.
We all agree Ryu is not the most jacked.
Oh, yeah. You ever see, like, a guy and he's got, like, muscles, like, right here?
Riblets.
You're like, that guy's jacked.
Yeah.
When you start getting those, like, any
When you got riblets,
You got riblets, you can do whatever you want, bro. Spread them cheeks.
Yeah, it was a very weird scene.
Have you found out yet, Mike? You're still like research. It was a very weird scene indeed.
1997 was Annihilation.
No.
I'm looking, bro.
I think 95 was the original. Because that scene reminds me a lot of Sonya Blade and Kano.
Oh.
And that, like, where she's, like, chased them in the beginning and, like, it's, like, a weird, like, Fight Club scene.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I wonder who ripped off who. And it looks like Mortal Kombat might have ripped off them.
Yeah.
1995 original Mortal Kombat.
Which is crazy. They just made it better.
What's crazy is, like, the video game Mortal Kombat may have been before the video game Street Fighter.
Nah, I think the Street Fighter, because Street Fighter 1 doesn't really get thought about. Everyone just thinks about 2. I think Street Fighter 1 was, like, early 90s.
Oh.
But, like, it was popular in Japan probably more.
Because I was thinking
Yep.
about, like, T-Hawk and Cammy are essentially Nighthawk and Sonya Blade.
Nighthawk? Dude, Nighthawk's a Native American.
So is T-Hawk.
Wait, Nighthawk, right? Yeah.
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 From Mortal Kombat.
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf.
Sorry,
Nightwolf.
Racism.
Nightwolf
Nightwolf.
and Sonya Blade are essentially T-Hawk and Cammy.
Well, how dare you fucking say shit about Sonya Blade like that? So for some reason, Guile decides the best way to make his presence known is to drive a tank in this fighting ring.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
arrest
so
everybody.
Ryu versus Vega's about to pop off, and a tank pops up in the middle of their fucking fight.
It's very weird because he pops out and he's like, you're all under arrest. Why did no one just, like, leave?
Well, yeah, it's like a house party, right?
Exactly.
It's like a house party. The house party, like, I'm
Scatter, you know?
just gonna fucking leave.
All right,
dude.
I guess we're arrested now.
Good luck finding
Oh,
me.
no.
You guys got a tank. I guess we should listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something. They all gave in pretty quickly, but so they get arrested. They're at prison, and Michael.
They're in the middle of the military brief, and then,
An assassin jumps up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Guile kicks the
and
shit out of him.
This is another one where I was like, he could have just punched his ass.
Nope. Sweet roundhouse kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here.
Very Jean-Claude Van
It
Damme.
reminds me of Time Cop.
That might have been like a contractual.
Because
Yeah.
it reminds me
kick.
of Time Cop. Remember, like, the first scene where, like, the kid's, like,
Oh, yeah.
shoplifting?
Yeah.
And then, like, he's running around, and, like, home dude puts his foot, like, eye level of the guy, and as he's running, he's, like, right into, like, fucking Jean-Claude's soul, and he's, like, this far, like, an inch away, and he's like, I think about what you're gonna do next second. And he's like holding his foot up for like half a minute. You know, like, and I feel like he's like, I gotta put my skills on display.
Yeah. People need to see this.
We need to see that I can hold this fucking foot.
Yeah.
It might have been a contractual.
I'm not pushing this guy.
Yeah.
I'm roundhouse kicking this motherfucker.
Yeah, in all honesty, I was like, is that guy, is that assassin like part of the game or anything? No, he just got fucking karate kicked.
He just got fucking roundhouse kicked, dude.
Yeah, and then
while that's happening, Ryu and Ken beat up some henchmen.
Sagat.
Yeah, they beat up some henchmen.
Vega, and you know, did you notice this weird, like, people were close to each other a lot in this movie.
Extremely close.
Extremely
before
close.
COVID days, obviously.
Vega's like on top of Sagat's back.
Yeah, Vega and Sagat fucked.
Remember that prison shiv version of his claw he had?
Yes, Vega busts out a prison shiv of his claw. You don't remember that?
You don't remember that scene?
Yeah, when that like melee broke out, he busts out like a fucking. It's made with like plastic and bone looking thing. And he's just like,
he's like, I'm ready for this.
I was like, this dude can't fight without his claw.
Well, no way. I'm not fucking anybody without this claw, bro.
Yeah, they took away my regular claw. I got my backup claw.
Backup
got
claw.
Spoons
Prototype
and
claw.
I got sporks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ken and Ryu beat up the henchmen, and then Guile pulls them aside and like, you're going to join the gang.
Yeah,
you guys are different.
I don't know. You guys are white. You guys are different than everybody
essentially.
else.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys aren't M. Bison.
You guys have that indescribable quality.
Yes. Red-blooded Americans.
Yeah,
Let's go.
something I see in you guys.
Yeah, help us out. And then they were like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
They
They do the escape plan.
Yeah, so they get thrown in the truck to go off to prison or whatever.
Yeah, the prison land. I don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
So, like...
Whatever. They
stage a fight.
They steal the truck.
And he shoots Guile. Ken shoots Guile in the tummy. And this is one of my favorite scenes, because they shoot Guile in the tummy. And he goes down, right, and everyone's freaking out. And they call the medic, right?
That stretcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
When the stretcher comes out, did you notice the medic? He had the like briefcase with like the red cross on it. He looked at it. He didn't even open it, and they were just like, and they like waved their hand. Yeah, they was like waved their hand, and they just put that bitch on a gurney. They're like, I don't need my first aid kit. That motherfucker shot, and they put him in the damn gurney.
Bro, this was the most old timey stretcher. It was.
Oh, it did look like it
looked like the was plague like from
coming
MASH.
Out. The Black Plague.
Yeah, like, the Black Plague. Like it was like two sticks with like a piece of cloth connecting them.
I just think the guy was like,
I was like, ain't no way you're going to put the muscles from Brussels.
The guy's like, yeah, he's dead, or the guy's like, we've already used all our first aid equipment on T-Hawk's forehead.
Yeah.
There's no way we can have anything else for this guy.
T-Hawk's used all the bandages this week.
Bandage the size of his whole forehead, covering it up for no reason. Was that ever explained?
It wasn't.
He
eventually got a smaller Band-Aid.
Yeah, so I think they probably headbutted.
During coke.
Yeah, doing
off
coke
screen.
together. Because
Boink.
Jean-Claude Van Damme also had
a big welt
bump on his forehead.
A bump, if you will. One on the nostril, one on the forehead.
A bump, if you will. You know what I mean? Bump it.
Bump it?
Bump
Explain,
it.
Mike.
There was while this was happening though, just Chun-Li throws her tracking device.
That's right.
And does a little like maneuver that she didn't. Yeah, a little roll that was like unnecessary.
Yeah, 100%.
Like all she had to do was like toss it on the thing, but she was like, and then rolled away. And we're like, oh, okay. That's the Chun-Li I know.
You could probably walked.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could probably just sat and threw it on the fucking
exactly.
truck. You're like, no. I'm gonna do a little somersault.
Yeah.
So the tracking was to, I guess she thought they were going to Bison or something.
Yeah.
What goes next, Mike? Because I'm a little fuzzy.
So
I think Chun-Li tries to infiltrate or something.
Yeah, Chun-Li dresses in her ninja outfit.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And then she tries to break into the military compound.
And that's where she finds Jean-Claude chill,
Fake
like,
because
the track
they had him
intercepted another.
Could
signal.
you imagine, like, if you've just faked your death and then you were just kind of sitting in your bed sheet?
We need you to stay on this bed sheet for like.
How long do I need to fake?
Hey guys, don't go over there. He's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like how long do I need to fake this, bro?
You know,
just keep going, man.
Yeah.
Also, like
no. Roll him out of the.
Let me get this straight. The plan was for Ken to actually shoot him. Legit shoot him, and he had this like plate on his like belly.
Yeah, Ken's got aim.
You know how big that? Did you see how big that plate was? It was about the size of my penis. It was like tiny, dude. That shit was small as fuck.
It was inches.
It was inches. Inches. And it was like, hey, Ken, I just need you to shoot this little spot, bro.
Just hit me in this area. Twice. Yeah.
2 times.
Ding, ding.
Please don't miss.
From a distance, too.
Yeah, from a distance. On a moving car.
Yeah, from a moving car.
Put a lot of faith into Ken.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
An unpaved road. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, why don't you just wear a fucking whole chest protector?
That's Jean-Claude. He was like,
we can only afford this much.
he wanted to take off the shirt so you could see his, like,
Abs.
yeah, I don't want to cover them. I just want to be like,
I need to
this
see-
tiny
I
square.
need my whole body shown.
Yeah.
This is the only scene I have no shirt on. It's got to be maximize.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
oh, they also go to they were talking about Bisonopolis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bisonopolis.
And they
That's
have
a nice
this
place to live.
sweet like model up.
Also, yeah,
and
was-
he is complaining about the size of the food
That's
court.
right.
And you're like, was he fucking making a mall? What the
He's
fuck?
like, I think the food court needs to be bigger. And I was like, amen, brother.
Yeah.
I might move to Bisonopolis if you're right.
If you expand that food court, you
Yeah,
gotta,
you get some
all
Raising
the
Cane's up
big
in there.
corporations
Raising
wanna
Cane's
go.
coming in. I'm in, bro.
It was
man.
very like it was very
Got a nice bar area.
It was definitely like a corporations are the bad guys.
Yeah.
90s like
Yeah, like they didn't even show him. He was
No.
talking to nobody.
He was 100% talking to the one guy who made the model, and he was like,
This
The
fucking
food court's
court
way
sucks,
too small.
dude. It's bigger than the execution room. It needs to be way bigger than that. Come on.
"Come on."
Yeah, I agree with him though. Like, that's the first place I look for it
Yeah.
in a complex. What's the food court?
Yeah. Let me see that food court.
He also
Show me
gets the
food court.
report that
Show me Paul
Giles
Allen's
dead,
food court.
Yeah, he sees the report that Giles dead.
and he's upset about it.
But then I think they have a celebration, which is where that Sagat is taking the car and all that stuff. They go to that tent.
Oh yeah. Because Sagat somehow became his right hand man. Like
Immediately.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Then,
What did we miss?
so they did the mall plans thing. Then they go to the stupid fucking news truck with Balrog's fucking hair, dude. Well, they did Balrog dirty as
They did.
fuck.
So I guess they wanted to make him accurate to the game. But
Little too
my
accurate.
dude got
This man
done dirty.
had probably the worst hairline
Jesus
in
Christ,
the world.
man. Like, it's Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, this was
This is-
like forehead to literally
No way. Yeah,
Like
it was
the
like the
back
top of
of
his
his
head,
head,
hairline.
was
Widow's peak,
insane.
bro.
The widow's peak on this motherfucker.
Poor guy.
Poor
They did
guy.
him wrong. They did him dirty. You're right.
They did Balrog dirty as fuck.
He also didn't get. There's one thing. It's hard because it's a video game, fighting game, and there's like, what, I don't know, 10, 20 characters.
Yeah.
And you want to have everybody represented or shown. It's just hard to me, like, why put Balrog or. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they
it was an odd grouping of people.
Well,
Chun-Li,
yeah.
they were
That's
like, "What do we
fine.
have left?" And it was like Chun-Li,
But it's fine if
Honda,
you, like,
and Balrog,
use
and
them.
you're like, "All right,
Yeah.
news crew."
It's fine if you use them. Because honestly, his only fight was with Honda in that locker room. That's it.
Yeah,
He wasn't fighting Honda. He
well,
was
it's
like
because
with
they
them.
put the
Yeah.
he was fighting henchmen.
Yeah,
because he got
henchmen.
the
Nobody's. But
punching
like, you know what?
punching
You
helmets.
wasted a character. He got boxing gloves out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Balrog rolls up, and then they go to the thing because they go undercover. Chun-Li,
Yeah.
Balrog, and Honda is like an entertainment group.
Yeah, they're like entertaining this group of people. Like, I think it's a guns deal that starts out with like Sagat and Sagat
Sagat.
yeah Sagat
Bob Saget.
and
and Bison are like
Bison.
selling guns.
So
Bob Saget.
actually, yeah, she gets caught by Guile, and she's like, I put my whole life into this, and escapes.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, they were gonna arrest her, and she runs away.
Yeah.
yeah, and then Bison and Sagat meet up, and they're like, all right, I'm about to buy these guns from the Sagat clan. And they're like,
Clan.
or gang. Gang.
Yeah.
Clan? It was
Gang's better word.
all right. I feel like
Squad.
clan's okay.
Squad. Group. Dudes. Homies.
All right, so they're trying to buy these guns from the Sagat gang. And then they show up with the bison dollars, the bison bucks.
Yeah, it pays them in Bison bucks.
Foreshadowing.
I'm giving you 10,000 bison bucks,
foreshadowing
bro.
right there.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
they're like, hey, man, these bison bucks ain't shit, dog. You just printed your face on some money. He was like, these will be worth $5 a British pound.
Yeah.
When
I
take-
When I
kidnap
steal the queen or whatever.
So his ultimate goal is to just make his own world.
Yeah.
Take
Take
his
over
own
the
country. Take over the world, sure.
Sagat was about to.
Yeah,
They
so
were
then
about
it was
to pop off.
immediately
Yeah.
Bison versus Sagat. They about to duke it out.
And like weirdly, Ryu and Ken like split up, one on each side, and they're like, "There's some spies here," so they go look at the TV screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Yeah,
That just happened.
like they were about to fight, and all of a sudden, like
Ken and Ryu get caught.
yeah, and they're like,
Yeah, and then like Chun-Li rolls up on the TV.
yeah,
Well, so that's how they get out. Is Chun-Li's about to blow the whole fucking place up.
Zangief?
Also, the fucking production value by the fucking news team,
Yeah.
awful,
Unreal.
awful,
Great.
yeah.
Fantastic.
insane how bad it
Chun-Li's
was.
got production quality.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah. Chutzpah.
They go to blow up the weapons, but Ryu and Ken say, "Oh no, check over there. That's where they're gonna blow them up." And he dimes out Chun-Li and the news team
Yeah,
so that they can infiltrate the gang.
Mm-hmm.
So now Bison and Sagat come together because of that, and they're like, "Yeah, Ryu and Ken are bros, bro. Let's be boys with these boys."
These
Yeah.
are boys. We're boys.
suddenly they're all.
And then
Squad
yeah,
up.
so they play the shitty production of the news team, and then
That's why they
Zangief.
get the patch in their
Yeah.
uniform they gave them. It looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Zangief goes, "Change the channel."
yeah. Zangief rules.
Zangief was 100% the comedic relief in this movie.
he did his role well.
He did well.
I don't even know what happened to that actor, but I hope good things happen to him.
Yeah,
Me too.
He did well. So yeah, so basically they blow that bitch up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honda and the black dude get taken. They blow it up, but they grab Honda and the black dude, or Balrog.
Mm-hmm.
And Chun-Li gets taken for
Him
a
and the black
private
dude.
yeah.
private interview.
Private area.
Yes, the private interview. Your favorite scene?
That's the
Changes
worst
his-
scene ever, dude.
Changes his outfit, puts the red hat on.
That is such a weird
fucking
scene,
hat.
dude. So
He's got like
then they flash back to the
Well-
military briefing.
Real quick though,
Yeah.
that's the scene. This scene, the only good part is that has one of the it's usually cited as one of the best lines in the worst movies, where he was like, "The day I graced your presence was the most important day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday." Badass line. But go ahead. That's just shout out to the people that say that.
if you use that for your pickup lines, then
Yeah.
go for it. I quote the old.
Oh yeah, they do a military brief, and they all sync their watches, which I think was mad weird.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
I was too busy noticing that close up of that old Asian guy.
and then they go to Lash Honda,
Yeah,
which was weird and definitely not okay.
I'm glad they chose Honda. and
Yeah,
not
same. It was
Balrog.
100%
I'll tell you
a
that.
business decision
Yeah,
to be
business
Lash
decision
and
was made.
Honda.
You're gonna do what in this scene? Whoa.
Ooh, not Balrog. Anybody
have him
but
hang out on the
Balrog.
side.
But he's in the scene. They were like, no, yeah, but you can't. No, not him.
What are you doing?
It's kind of a like. Why did they even need like do other torture methods or like just punch him like every other?
Just throw some like waterboard him. I don't give a fuck. You know, like shit.
Awful.
He was like bent over and getting.
You got me bent over a barrel.
Yeah.
Get me bent over a barrel, Stan. My ass up in the.
We said Club Vonder sex scene.
Yeah.
Sex.
Very
Lucy
reminiscent
Lawless
of
is
Euro
about to
Trip.
roll up. And yeah,
Instead, it wasn't.
it said it was just a dude.
Yeah, they break out Honda and
Oh, I
Balrog.
thought you said
Yeah.
Skyward.
He said, what?
Nothing.
Oh. They break out. He says, help, give me a hand.
Yeah,
And they pull the...
rip them bitches out.
Yeah, they rip the
Yeah.
bitches out.
Impressive.
Ryu and Ken get the geese.
Oh,
With
it is
the-
a gi. Yeah.
With the patches
Ghee
on them.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guile gets told to stand down and by the nerd.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the bureaucrat.
Yeah.
The bureaucrat, and
The
he does
random-
a rousing speech,
Rousing.
inspires
like,
everyone.
Inspirational.
He fires him and then he goes, no, you lost your balls.
Yeah.
You didn't like that one?
No, this movie's terrible.
What if the man didn't have balls
To lose.
to lose? That's pretty rude. You know?
Maybe.
He's like, I've had cancer, you shithead.
I had ball cancer.
I've had ball cancer, motherfucker. And he's like, ooh, I'm sorry.
Maybe that's what happened. And then, Guile takes off in the stupid...
The stealth mode.
Stealth boat.
Yes!
Stealth mode activated.
Stealth boat.
Yeah, so Chun-Li tells... So then it goes back. So this movie's like all over the place. It like goes here and then there and then here and then there.
It really does jump around a lot.
Yeah, they set up some groups of people to like keep the narrative going.
Yeah, so Chun-Li is telling
Not a good
Bison
idea.
her life story.
Yeah.
And then you have the... it was a life-changing event. For me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah. Guess I was early on that line.
Yeah, that's a... I guess so. I still like
And
it.
he starts
Like you hear it
changing
twice.
into his red velvet hat and his red velvet robe and
The leg?
Bison.
You like that? He's like, he starts changing into this.
Fucking
So-
red velvet everywhere.
This camera's top down today.
Oh,
No.
yeah, dude.
No, it's not that far. Tell
And then
Lakers.
Ryu and Ryu and Ken go save Honda and Balrog. And then Bison continues to creep. He like starts playing some romantic music and setting the mood with the lighting.
Yeah. He pulls out a sweet-ass sound system from the 90s.
Yeah, 100%. You know, he clicked the receiver on.
Yeah. Yeah. His universal remote.
Yeah.
And then they start fighting. She
And
starts
then-
kicking his ass.
Yeah, she starts
She's
kicking
gonna
his
win.
ass.
Yeah.
And then
She's gotta
she gets
win.
distracted.
Because
Honda.
they're like, Chun-Li.
Don't kill him.
I don't think they said that.
No,
I think they were trying to
just
like
busted
find
in
her.
and
Hey,
they
where
gave
you
her,
at?
like, she like stuttered for like half a second, and it gave him enough time to do a spin move and roll out.
Yeah, he does this sweet little like spin move into another room and smacks the gas them button.
Yeah.
Gas is
Don't worry, I had this room rigged for self-defense.
At this point
Gas him
is
out.
where it becomes like closer to the.
It does.
It's so
takes a
she
shift.
gets into her costume, and it's more like this is becoming Street Fighter. Fight.
Yeah.
Now it's more video game like.
Yeah. Like all this exposition, I think, is for this last 20 minutes
Guys,
of like.
I think I agree, but I feel like we really missed. You gotta pee?
Yeah.
Mike has to pee, but we really missed talking about Blanca this whole time.
Well, he's about to come out.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, I think they keep showing him
Like getting fed like.
flashed him.
Yeah.
his muscle content.
Like green and the green is for his DNA to like make his like
Skin bigger.
like
yeah.
arms bigger
Yeah.
and like you could see it from the beginning, like the green and orange that they were feeding into him, and one was like for his mind, and they kept showing like really like it's like Clockwork Orange. Have you ever seen that where like they make him watch?
It reminded me of that. It also reminded me of 28 Days Later when they showed the monkeys all the raging.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, and that was like the same concept, right? You just
Yeah.
show people like terrible things, and they'll like become like rage induced.
Yeah.
They weren't really showing him though like that bad of stuff.
Yeah, really. I think like hopefully they just like were trying to hint at it, but like you know they were showing like documentaries of like war that I guess we would have seen
Yeah.
anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess like maybe in repetition. I don't know.
Like, and that's all he's saying maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely make it a point to be like this dude's being fed a bunch of shit, and I think this is the part though that Mike was talking about where like suddenly Dhalsim is like only watched by one dude.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he switches it. It was like at 49% like evil images.
Yeah.
And he switches it to like Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech, like a lot of the nice stuff, I guess. Like
I would say inspirational.
yeah, like
almost.
like random wedding videos.
Yeah, it was weird. Like
Yeah.
happy things.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
And like, I guess it was to, I don't know. I guess for later on when Guile finds him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's not all the way an animal, and you're like, well, you alright, Mike? Get some more ice.
I did.
Can't shut a door. How's the hand? Yeah.
On fire.
Okay, let me see it. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is gonna blister.
It definitely is. I'm excited.
I think, yeah.
In a
I know
perfect
you are.
circle.
I'm super stoked for my burnt arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, they kept cutting to Blanca, and the one guy watching him, and he's like he was having second thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, he like, he was trying to be a human about him, and he like maintained his mind and not his body.
Wait, we got that. Yeah.
So
Christ.
Yeah, Chun-Li beats up Bison and they escape, and then they flash to Guile in the
stealth boat.
Yeah.
In the stealth boat, but they start playing some weird like 90s music.
Yeah.
And then he like pulls out this I just been keeping this VHS of me and my friend Carlos, and he plays the VHS of him and Blanca.
I wonder what the script was on that. Like, was he supposed to shed some tears? He was just like, "What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" He's just staring. He's like, "That's very weird. That's very strange."
And then they introduce Blanca with the fucking troll hair.
Bro, I tell you what, dude. Like, that had to be, like, the reveal that they were putting all the money in.
You think so?
I do. I definitely do.
That hair, they spent $0 on.
That's my point.
It was cotton candy.
Bro, is like, like, we could have took some of that hair and put on a drink and make it Blanca drink, because we, like, it looked like fucking cotton candy.
It was insane.
I mean, like, from the beginning scene, he gets kidnapped because, like, fucking Bison's killing everybody. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Yo, Blanca, that sounds good. I'm going to keep you. Make you, like, this evil fucking soldier." They said it from the beginning, and they kept showing him, like, periodically in the capsule, right? And it was all leading up to that reveal. And I guarantee somebody's like, it's going to be sick. Blanca's going to come out like Blanca.
Well, like, so, like, I was...
like, badass.
Like, remember, like, the Lou Ferrigno Hulk? Where it looked like they just kind of put padding on him. And, like, you could tell his forehead had, like, probably, like, this much padding, like a good inch thick forehead padding.
It was so weird to do that. Like, what costume designer was like,
more forehead,
right?
Yeah, I love that.
Because, like, I don't understand, like, I mean, my thought process is like, well, Zangief is Zangief, right? I mean, they got the actor for him and it works, right?
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
You could have got someone in that physical stature.
Yeah.
And it would have been like the muscle mass increase that they said from the little dude in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, you have a guy that's like 5'8", and he's like 160 pounds. He gets captured by Bison. He rolls out. He's 6'4", 250.
Yeah,
well, it's hard to do that.
You just get a different actor.
Yeah.
Just get a different actor. You don't even need
I agree, because you could have covered the different actor in like some weird shit.
Yeah. You don't even...
But like, I think it's...
Especially if you get a bit of forehead.
It's hard to say that because like 1994... Because like, Captain America...
Yeah,
5'8" skinny guy.
Well, they made him skinny.
Made him a huge fucking dude.
Well, that was his real. That was what he really looked like. The CGI was his little body.
Yeah. No, I know.
His little body was.
But I'm just saying, like, they could have done something.
That was Chris Evans, bro. That's Jake Weiler.
No, I know. See, Chris Evans.
That was Jake Weiler.
I'm just saying, it's hard to say what the CGI was like in 1994. It definitely was.
It's hard to say. I saw what it was like.
Not as good.
I saw what it was. It's not hard to say at all.
So we got Blanca.
I need some tea at the 4-Power Y. Some time to talk to you about the CGI of the 90s, because it's just not.
Is this when Dawson gets a change of heart and like because they?
No, he had already had the change of heart.
Oh yeah, so we released Blanca.
Yeah, so they released Blanca.
That little scuffle with that dude.
Yeah, he got in a scuffle with the dude. They released him at like 72% body mass or whatever.
Yeah. But then they show...
and then they go back to Bison, who has, like, gathered everyone.
He's like, check a look at this.
You can check out my sweet-ass pod, dude. It floats around.
Yeah, hey, look, the hostages are down there.
Guile's rolling up.
Yeah, Guile goes stealth mode at this point.
But, like, talk about the controls for...
Well, we're not even there yet, bud.
We're not there yet.
And then, no, because then Bison says to Sagat... Oh, you didn't see Ryu and Ken as they were infiltrating your gang?
Oh, yeah, because he had
and he covered his eye and made fun of him. And I was like, man.
Put a cunt.
You definitely couldn't get away with that shit nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a good person.
And then
get that out of the way. He's not a good dude. So.
He brings his desk.
It's floating with his saddle.
His pod.
Yes.
His saddle for
No, it says like desk that he's floating on the saddle of the world.
Saddle of the world.
And it's essentially a video game.
Fucking
6 buttons with a
Hell yeah.
With
joystick.
2 controllers, though. There's there's like his that he only plays with, and then there's an actual arcade, like a So, what was the second one for?
Hey, man.
His homie was trying to have Guile.
I think it was for
on there.
DJ.
He's like, come fight me, dog.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for DJ.
Oh.
His boy.
Oh, yeah, maybe DJ was playing.
Yeah, he was DJing.
Yeah.
DJ Diddles.
DJ did. We have too many Dan Cook references in this shit.
At this time, LOL Bison starts mashing buttons, releasing the mines on Guile in stealth mode.
Mm-hmm. The different combinations he used was unparalleled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash, smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash. It was like, if you ever seen like your 5-year-old mashing
I was gonna
buttons
say
on
it's
an
like
arcade
playing against
game.
Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, and he was little and just like smashing his controller, and then he wins somehow.
And yeah, you're like
What
trying
the
to put this combo
fucking-
together,
yeah.
and you're like, this
Give me a fucking
motherfucker.
second. I'm trying to put a goddamn sweet move on, bro. And he's just like smacking the shit out of
Trying to
everybody.
back down beat.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there just smacking the shit out of it.
Yeah, so the winning combination was smash all 6 buttons at once.
That's right, you got him.
That released the final mine to blow up Guile's.
It was from the water, Mike. You pointed up like it was from the sky.
No, it floated up. Boop. Got his ass.
So then a full-out assault happens on the island.
Yeah, so
Full on assault.
Full-on assault.
That's when they
Blanca gets released from the chamber,
Right.
the incubation chamber.
And Guile, is this one Guile?
Guile is alive, and then the elephant walks through the woods, and then he karate chops the shit out of somebody again.
Ridiculous. My dude had a gas mask on his chin.
So they're like, hey, what's up? You want to smoke cigarettes? And like 2 of them smoke cigarettes, and the guy in the middle's like,
Nah,
I'm good, dog.
I'm preoccupied, bro.
don't worry about it. I got my gas mask on my chin.
I really can't smoke right now.
Yeah.
So they infiltrate in.
They're
Guile
inside.
rolls- Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, you wanna...
Well, so that's when they're inside, and this is when like Blanca and Guile kind of walk into each other.
Well, you haven't. Guile breaks into the lab, and he complains
That's
about.
what he
just
said,
said.
Mike.
He complains about the 4 years of ROTC to climb down that fucking hole.
He really wanted to mention.
Really say
ROTC was the worst 4 years of his life, man.
Yeah,
And he's suddenly the colonel of
And now he's exactly colonel of the army. He's like, oh, the 4 years of ROTC for this. Are you serious, bro?
He was lame.
So...
Or well, not lame, but
yeah.
so then
Not
they-
something people would complain about.
Yeah, he gets to fight Blanca. Well, not really fight Blanca. He's like, I'm your friend.
He breaks
Yeah.
into the lab.
Yeah, he breaks into the lab where Blanca is, and he's like, they're in this like attack stance where like Blanca's like choking him
Yeah,
or
he's, like,
holding
choking him up, yeah.
He's like, I'm your friend. And he's like, friend.
It was very like Frankenstein.
And he just like drops him, and he's like, help me. And he takes out his gun.
He's like, I'll help.
He's like, I'll
I'll
help
help you, motherfucker.
you. And then I'm going to make them pay.
He was about to execute Blanca.
Yeah.
It was that good, dude. He was this close to executing Blanca. And then
then
Dolly
Dolphin-
saves Blanca's bitch ass.
He went super heavy-handed, too.
You
He's
don't
like,
have the right.
You don't have the right. Just because he looks different than you?
Yeah, I know. It was like, you can't just shoot him in the face.
This
Yeah.
was Street
I
Fighter,
just
the
love how like the
political
whole
piece.
fucking movie is he's motivated by finding Charlie, Carlos, Blanca, whatever name you want to call him.
And the first time he finds him, he's like, time to go.
You know what? I'm done with this, dude.
I did not know you were green, bro.
Whoa, your forehead got huge, man. I'm done with your ass.
I hope my 9 mil can
How did he
penetrate
know
that
it was
skull.
him?
Definitely can't be friends
I don't
because
know
of
if
the
this
size
gun
of that
can
fucking
penetrate
forehead.
that fucking forehead.
Yeah, it was. How did he know it was him though?
His
Like
eyes.
immediately, he was like, "Oh, this must be Carlos."
It was the eyes, dude. He had,
You
to,
can tell they look the same. No, I don't know.
he had to have looked into his
He
eyes.
smelled the same. He had the
Yeah.
same scent.
Oh,
He's like, "Wait a second,
is that
Did you not wash your balls?
is that curry? Is that Blanca?
Your balls stink?
Do my
So did
balls?
Carlos's balls.
yeah."
You smell like this guy smells like Carlos's asshole.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face now.
Yeah. Hey, let's just finish this
And
guy
Dawson
off.
stops him.
So
So they raise the incubation chamber.
And Guile jumps in
yeah, because he thinks Blanca's in it.
because he wants Blanca to kill the hostages.
hostages,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Bison does. Yeah.
My dude Guile hops in, and this is like the weirdest part.
There's so many weird parts.
The doors to the incubation chamber open when he's like finally up on the level, and my dude does a flying kick,
Flying karate kick.
like up on top of a different level.
Directly.
What are you, Liu Kang?
Like he immediately knew, all right, Bison's gonna be right there.
Right about there. I'm gonna angle it, and I'm in.
Kicks
So
the
they start
shit out of
fighting.
him.
They start battling.
Yeah.
Guile releases everyone. Honda and Zangief meet each other, and they're like, let's
They
fight.
start fighting.
They grappling.
They start fighting for the first time.
I thought it was just a continuous fight.
They
Yeah, it
begin
was.
their fight.
Well,
They begin the battle.
Yeah, they begin their long ass
Yeah.
fight. They
The
fight.
one fight.
Yeah.
Guile and Bison continue to fight. And then Bison says, like, he's got like this like nice motivational speech, like, we're gonna go on like with the stoicism of warriors, and me and you, DJ, are gonna fight. And then
DJ
Joanna
rolls
Man just kind of is like,
Nah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
He just rolls out.
He's like, no, I'm good. I'm not stoic.
Yeah.
It's like weird because like while this is all going on, you've got all these dudes fighting like the actual like minions of both dudes.
Henchmen.
Yeah, henchmen. Yeah. And then they all meet at the top, and like Guile is about to like fight like a group of henchmen, I guess.
Yeah.
When Bison was like, "No, we fight
Mano and mano. Yeah, one on one.
Yeah.
one," and they make all their dudes leave.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like,
yeah, okay.
All right.
He's right. He makes a good point.
yeah, so they've been shooting at Guile for like 30 minutes, and then, all the henchmen show up, but they don't shoot at Guile because all of Guile's henchmen
Don't shoot at them.
don't shoot at them,
I mean, it's fair.
Fair's fair.
Fair is fair.
I guess.
Almost fair in love and war.
Also, before this, Ken is like, yo, I'm out of here, and Ryu's like, no, I'm going to help.
What?
Yeah, that's weird.
Did we ever figure out why he was like, I got a reason?
No, he never gave a reason. He never gave a real reason. He said, I got a reason.
I found a
But
reason.
I'm not telling
he's
you,
like,
dog.
I found a reason. He literally was like, I found a reason. You'll never find out about it, though.
My girl Chun-Li.
Yeah, Guile's got the
They
knife.
never
He
said
pulls
a
the
word
knife.
to each
I-
other,
I
I feel
know,
like,
I
right?
know.
Like, remember that show back on the tent with Sagat? I'm in love. I'm in love ever since, brother.
Oh, and then so Bison and Guile continue to fight. Then Ken's at the control panel.
Oh,
Yeah.
looking.
Starts pressing, and he finds
Ryu.
he finds Zangief and Honda.
Oh, he
No,
finds him first.
doesn't.
You're right, he does find Ryu, but no, you're right, because Captain Sagawa finds.
Yeah, the Japanese sector of the Allied nations.
Yeah.
They crush. What's it called? Bisonville.
Bisonopolis.
Bisonopolis.
And
they were
they find-
and they give it Godzilla noises.
They give
which
it
is,
Yes.
100%. Like 70s Godzilla noises.
It's like very like whoa.
On the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
the Japanese group found them.
Yeah.
All right.
Godzilla.
The Japanese, they love Godzilla.
Yeah.
I like Godzilla.
I like Godzilla.
Godzilla rules.
It's pretty funny the way they did
It was
it.
good.
Yeah.
It was 100% like an action, but like let's throw some comedy in there. Weird comedy.
Yeah, so then Ken's watching Ryu almost get his ass kicked by Sagat
Yeah.
and Vega.
Yeah. Like they sneak in
They
after.
ambush him.
Yeah. He's like, shit, I gotta help my dude.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to leave, but then I came to rob him. Now I'm going to stay and fight. Ken sucked.
Ken sucked.
That was like the worst. Probably the worst character.
Yeah, Vega slices up Ryu's
Slices up.
his riblets
They
or
kinda
whatever the
scratched
fuck.
him,
His
really.
obliques.
Yeah.
Gave him a little marker stain.
And then it cuts back to Bison, who's like, magnets, man, electromagnetism.
Oh, because he died.
No, this is the first time.
Oh. No, because he came back and was like, it's just purely electromagnetism.
Yeah,
That's why
you're
I'm back
right.
alive.
You're right. He gets karate kicked into the
Fucking-
control panel.
Yeah.
And then he, gets saved by his own,
Like a
self-destruct.
He has like a self-resurrect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets saved. He's like, it's magnets, bro. And they're like, okay.
Science, bitch.
Essentially.
Science.
Science, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, they make Bison fly. And it's fucking terrible.
You got them sick ass boots though.
Yeah,
Sweet
those
boots.
light up boots.
I would rock those boots.
No, you wouldn't.
I would not.
It's got sweet boots.
I would never wear them in my life.
I think kind of the cool thing though they did do with all these fights is they did give them like some of their like signature moves.
Yeah,
like as bad as Bison looked,
Bison flying
They
punch.
did try really hard. Yeah.
And like there was like even a Guile move where he does like that flip kick.
He did it like 3 times in a row. He's like,
Yeah.
Well, I think that's
all right. We get it. We know
he's got the move.
I think you can button smash that to do it 3
No way.
times.
If that's true, then that's pretty impressive though. Attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will say like there were a lot of like
fucking
you
juggled
remember
his
the
ass.
Ken like up punch?
Yeah.
Like they had a lot of those.
I think I saw Ryu do the spin kick.
No, Ken did too. Yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely
like
did
the-
a
like
spin
the-
kick.
Yeah, like the spin and the big one foot comes up.
They didn't show. Unless I missed it, they didn't show Guile do the one move I remember.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah. No, like when he's upside down and does like his kick.
He did that.
He did do it. I
He
missed
did it,
it.
but he like got up. Like he got up like that.
Oh.
There was one point where he's fighting
yeah.
Bison where he gets up and he spins his foot around like.
Yeah. Okay.
He did it, and I was like, that's like I think one of the beginning of the whole like it's the video game now.
Okay, I see.
You know, like you're like, oh, he's doing moves.
He's doing moves.
Yeah.
Doing moves.
He's doing moves. Unfortunately, they didn't really show any E Honda moves or Zangief.
Yeah, they were
moves.
just like,
they were just
Yeah,
throwing
they
each other
totally could have done the.
yeah,
They literally
yeah.
look like the fucking Terminator T-1000 fight in the hallway. They're just throwing each other in the fucking wall.
Yeah, back and forth. There was a lot
Yeah.
of grunting. We also
Yeah.
noted.
Yeah.
Little fart.
Flirt.
Ken fights Sagat while Ryu fights Vega.
They eventually beat both of them.
They kind of beat him. They kind of made them tired.
He does again roundhouse kick Bison to actual death.
Wait, I don't remember how he actually died.
Because he was
Guile
coming at him
roundhouse
with
kicks the
another
shit out of
like
him.
Yeah.
like thing, and then he does the kick to his face while he's like coming at him.
Kind of real slow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I
realized
could have done that the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And then Bison releases the hostages. Everyone evacuates.
Yeah.
This is like you pause it and you're like, there's only 10 minutes left, or there's 15 minutes left in this movie. There's got to be a lot of time left.
No.
And then you're like, okay, evacuate. DJ goes, oh, hey man, Bison's a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
And Zangief's like, no way. And he's like, if you knew he was a bad guy, why'd you work for him? He's like, because he paid me a lot of money. And then Zangief goes, you got paid? And like looks at the camera, and it was like a very like We're the Millers.
I was
like,
just saying, it's like literally that meme before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
exactly.
using that as the meme now.
You should.
It's a way better version
Yeah,
of
right?
the meme, to be
I
honest.
agree.
Yeah.
Fuck the We Are the
It's a
Millers.
quicker one.
I'm
Yeah,
using,
it's a way better
Yeah.
We Are the
I'm
Millers
using
meme.
Zangief from now on.
Yeah, and then Zangief like helps evacuate because he holds the door
Yeah,
for
like a
everyone.
badass.
Squat, dude.
With his
was a
physique. That's
epic
better
squat.
than Vegas.
The form was unparalleled.
All right, who's your most jocked dude? Because we're like 3 lines from finishing this movie.
I gotta go with Zangief.
I go Zangief.
Of all dudes, Zangief.
Possibly Honda.
Vega is definitely the most jacked.
No, dude, Zangief was
A
fucking
second-
massive, bro.
A close one would have been Jean-Claude Van Damme behind Zangief.
That dude's the muscles from Brussels.
I think Zangief is more jacked.
You want to finish the lines? I got a couple questions.
All right, so
Finish it off.
Zangief helps evacuate. Blanca and Dolly Sum are like,
Blanca's
hey.
the most physique.
Blanca and Dolly Sum are like, hey, we gotta stay, dog. We'll take care of this
That
place.
shit was blowing up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand why it was like
He's
we
like,
need to
"Okay."
stay,
And
and
it
you're
still
like,
blew up.
I got it,
no,
like,
you
tone.
don't, man. It's about to self-destruct.
You can figure out your research somewhere else.
Yeah.
Dude. It's safer.
Yeah,
Nah.
no, we're staying. So they stay. It self-destructs. Guile like pops out and he goes, "Oh, I need a vacation."
Vacation.
Yeah.
And then Joanna Man and Zagat have the
Yeah.
big ass box of bison bucks.
They don't know it yet.
Yeah.
They thought it was just real money until it got busted open. It was like, this is your severance pay? And they laugh about it.
And then Guile like goes to Ryu and Ken and is like, "Oh, you got your passports?" And like, "Oh, we don't need it." And then
We're Street Fighters now.
yeah, exactly, essentially. And then
Yeah.
he goes to Chun-Li and he's like, well, "How about that interview?" And she's like, "How about that
She's like
interview?"
that. She's
Yeah.
like,
And
I
he's
love
like-
your bleach hair.
As long as you wear that dress.
That's
she
not
laughed.
good, bro. I mean,
And then
why
the
don't you
whole
leave that
place
dress
blows
on your-
up.
Why don't you just say, like, why don't you leave that dress on your floor? I don't know.
The whole place blows up, and then they hit the
Jean-Claude was
Street Fighter
too
scene.
coked up.
Cammy
Too
does
coked up
that
to
weird
put on
thing
it.
where she like makes a full 180 and
Yeah.
looks
Yeah,
back,
Cammy has quite the fucking ending.
and then
Bam.
and then the movie's over.
Right.
With the little Street Fighter thing.
Street
yeah.
Street Fighter logo.
logo.
Bing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who do you think casting wise hit or miss? You can go down the order if you want.
All right, so Guile was a miss.
Miss?
Yeah.
Chris.
Like, I feel like you made a good point where you're like, you could have just made him Ken. You know what I mean? If he was like the main guy, but like, in terms of like, you know, jackness and like using your feet.
But the haircut was all off too.
Yeah.
Well, I did mention that we were watching before you showed up. I was like, they should have went full blown with the
Yeah,
hair.
they really
should've
did
went
like a
up with the
Pauly D level
Yeah.
blowout.
blowout. If you're gonna make him blonde already,
Yeah.
just go for it.
Yeah,
boys.
exactly.
You know,
like he looks fucking stupid with that blonde hair.
Here's my theory though.
They should have just went full on Pauly D with the
he
blowout.
stopped
Yeah.
it. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Jean-Claude saw what they did with Blanca and saw what they did with like Balrog.
Hey, no, I'm good, dog.
He's like,
I know what y'all are about to do to me.
Don't even try.
I got the blonde hair. Don't
Trust
worry
me,
about it.
I've already blown the budget.
Yeah.
Literally blown the budget
On coke.
on coke.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think he's
So Guile definitely was a miss for me.
to me, he's in the middle. I agree with. There's a lot that could be improved. I think that honestly, he's kind of a miss because why didn't you just get someone that's American?
Yeah, like they were jacked
Being American.
Americans. Like Bruce Willis was in the 90s.
They
He
could
could
have
was
got
not Jack,
fucking
bro.
Arnold.
Arnold's not American.
Yeah, he's not
But
American.
they definitely could have used him.
I
Put
think
it-
he was
they
busy
could have
doing-
dubbed an American accent
I
over
think
him.
I want to say he just didn't want to do something that.
Yeah.
Arnold could have been Bison, honestly.
Yeah, but like, why would
Arnold
you? If
would
you
have
were
been
Arnold
more.
in 1994, why would you do that movie?
Yeah.
I feel you.
You're at the top.
You were at the top. You have just done Terminator 2, bro,
Yeah.
and True Lies, and you're like, I'm gonna do Street Fighter.
I'm a real actor now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Street Fighter.
But not,
Nah.
yeah.
What about Chun-Li?
It was a hit.
I think it was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Balrog.
Balrog.
Miss.
Honestly,
They didn't get him big enough.
He was
he was okay
Yeah.
size-wise for
You
me.
know, I wish he was like a
That
mix between
fucking
that
hair
guy and
was
Jax
terrible.
from the
Yeah.
Annihilation.
They should have just got Jax.
Well, Jax in the new Mortal Kombat too.
Ooh, yeah.
with the hairline.
Yeah.
But that hair was fucked up. They did
He
him
wasn't
dirty.
jacked enough. Because once he got into the boxing outfit, he was like scrawny, bro.
I didn't think he was that scrawny. He's pretty jacked.
E Honda.
Hit.
Yeah, that was a hit.
Yeah, the E Honda was probably the best.
Yeah.
Oh, the best. Better than Chun-Li.
No. Because Vega was a hit.
Vega.
Vega was a hit for me. Even though in the video game he's
Okay.
like one of the scrawnier characters.
Yeah.
He was definitely bigger than the video
Vega,
game.
I think would have been better if he left his mask on more.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
should have wore the mask.
Like,
There
they
was
were-
never a thing in the game where it was like he's a really good looking guy. Or
Well, no,
whatever,
he
you know?
like no, because that's why like you know how they had all the like chicks applaud. That's like
Oh.
one of his things where he takes the
guess.
masks off, the chicks applaud, and then he puts it back on.
Detail.
Detail.
It's a video game detail.
Sagat.
Oh, miss all day.
Miss.
So,
Yeah.
Chris, that's
Sag-
one of your favorites, right?
He's like
yeah.
a kickboxing character though.
Sagat's one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter. Zangief should have played him. Like, I want my Sagat big.
I don't know, because I was gonna say Zangief.
It's a major hit.
Major hit.
I just
Hit,
want-
yeah,
like,
all
I
day.
think he's
Zangief
probably
was
one of the
well
best.
Yeah.
casted. Maybe they blew the budget on Zangief.
Zangief and Chun-Li and Honda, like, well,
Oh,
we're out of money.
That's it.
Blanca.
Like, we're gonna get better player, and then they look over and Jean-Claude's just snorting up a storm.
yeah.
Like, you know, there goes the rest of the
I
budget.
guess we're never getting anybody for Sagat.
Other actor.
Sagat, the actor that plays Sagat, I think is like been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's
just-
fairly
yeah.
famous.
He's
He's
just not like the type of he's
Yeah.
He's like
they
Native
also
American or
didn't
something.
like use him like Sagat would be used.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I wouldn't have seen Sagat as a
crime-
boss
like a
level
crime
fucking
lord.
crime lord.
Yeah, he's the dude doing
He's a
the dirty
kickboxer.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, they should have just made him, like, Bison's, like,
Well,
like fighting dude.
I would have
Yeah,
been okay with
yeah.
him as like a Vega level character.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah, like-
you know, like
yeah.
Yeah, they turned into Vega was his bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Should have been Bison's bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
DJ.
hit Joanna Man's good.
I mean, I just like.
But in
Juwan,
all
man,
honesty,
compared
That
to the,
fake Jamaican accent.
Yeah,
though.
like-
the accent was
forgot he had a
terrible.
Jamaican accent in the beginning. I think.
I think it went in
Oh,
and
yeah.
out, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It was
so
definitely
weird.
like
I
very
think if I
poorly
paid attention
done.
more, you're right. It went in and out.
But-
Okay, so now Camille,
Hit.
Cammy, hit.
Whatever, sure.
She didn't really have any.
In
like,
all
she
honesty,
didn't fight really.
I didn't know she
so-
was a Street Fighter character until this movie. I was like, Cammy, who the fuck is
Ken-
that?
And
Miss.
Ryu. I'm gonna group them together.
Yeah, Ken and Ryu both miss.
I think Ken's the missed. Might be the most missed.
Yeah, I agree.
Ken is supposed to be like, Ken reminds me like Cobra Kai. Like actually good at and being a badass, right?
Yeah,
like American version. This guy's a chaluch, man.
Yeah,
this guy's kind of a jabron.
And Ryu looks like a wannabe Liu Kang.
Bison to me was also a miss.
I thought Bison was good. The guy they had, the Raul Silva, he's got like a presence. Yeah, at least he
just wasn't big enough. In the video game, I'm thinking like huge jack dude, almost Zangief size. I think the
problem is like Zangief is probably the biggest dude, right?
Right, yeah.
So you can't go bigger than Zangief.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's like almost Zangief sized dude. And they just...
Bison was
in all honesty, if they would have just like rocked the hat lower and like never showed his eyes...
Good because he was like that was his style. He was like the fucking criminal mastermind.
Yeah, he played a good sadistic like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I also in the creep scenes was like...
Yeah. Criminals aren't very nice people.
They're kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy, dude.
Yeah, he should have... he was well casted for the creep scene. Bison.
Okay, so Dawson.
Miss.
I'm okay with him. I was
really?
okay. Yeah,
I think miss.
I think I'm missing.
Well, I think
only because they didn't do him.
In all honesty,
he looks like him. Yes.
In the like last scene where he loses his hair and he's got the chains on, hit right. But the way that the movie was. They
didn't use him right.
They didn't use him right.
And, we all go.
They were kind of like, who do we have left, and like, how do we bring Dolly Som in?
They didn't even need to throw him in. That's the problem. They could have just had a doctor.
Yeah, I agree.
Blanca.
Miss.
That might be the most miss.
Hard miss. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
When
you said, no, this is the most miss, I was like, They just slapped like a shit ton of clay on his forehead and painted it green.
The worst is like they could have done that and him been like a super minor part of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like, okay, they didn't have the money.
He's only got one fight in the game, Like,
he didn't even really have a fight because all he did was really pick up Guile, and that was it because he was like, I'm gonna get shot in the head real quick.
Yeah,
but like that was
somebody execute this motherfucker because we put too much clay on him.
We spent the budget on this fucker. Just end it now, bro. I can't. Okay, is there anybody else?
He had some troll hair. It was awful.
Because we said Zangief, Honda, DJ, T-Hawk.
He didn't really have a character, so like to me, it's like
that's a miss to me.
Yeah, miss.
Because like, you're wasting the name.
Yeah, I agree.
You said some Sawa. What the hell was it? General what?
The guy that watched the
yes. Yeah.
You don't know his name?
Sawagawa or something like that.
God.
I don't want to say Sawagawa because I don't think that's.
But I think is he a character?
I don't know. So. I don't think
nobody knows.
Okay,
that's a miss.
They could have made that guy a character in the game.
We can't figure it out. Yeah. So I think that's a big thing to me when
you're casting
when you're adapting something. Like the casting is very important.
Very poor casting.
Agreed.
Did you notice in the beginning of the movie, more predominantly in the beginning, I think that the voicing, like it seemed like they voice-overed it, they dubbed it kind of. Like Jean-Claude would talk, and like his mouth did not match.
Maybe that's what they mean by the cocaine thing. Like he like was
shitty.
Oh,
maybe he was like, maybe he was
true. Maybe,
yeah. So when you Google this movie and look for the trivia,
so we keep referencing it, but to just spell it out, go ahead, Mike.
It says that Jean-Claude Van Damme didn't enjoy this movie, and he spent about $10,000 a week in cocaine.
Yeah, and had to reshoot
in the 90s.
Yeah,
inflation.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And so they had to reshoot a lot of scenes, and apparently he was just an ass to work with. So that definitely is a strain, and I could see that they could be like, we just need you to talk over it.
Yeah.
There's a few times, though, where I thought, like, it didn't match what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And it got better towards the end, so that could be also when they filmed it. They might have filmed the later scenes earlier.
They were like, hey, man, chill out on the coke today. And he was like, all right. All right.
So overall, I think it suffered from trying to do more than it needed to.
Total mess to me, because I feel like Ryu is like the main character of Street Fighter.
And I can't like, I know it was cheesy, but it was like the 90s cheesy, and it is what it is.
It seemed like Jean-Claude wrote the movie, High on Coke.
His one-liners.
So what would you, on our cocktail scale, what would you give it? I'd go 2.
2.
Well, more for me, bud.
I enjoyed it. to make fun of it.
I want like a couple Hadoukens. Maybe 3 or 4 Hadoukens.
I was going to go 4.
4 drinks.
Yeah, I would say,
If I want to purely enjoy it.
I'm a 6 or 7 to enjoy one of those terrible movies.
You're going to be blacked out, bro.
He's like, whatever.
Exactly.
My dude's hilarious. Boom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I got a high tolerance, too, though.
So you liked it more than all? I did not hate it. I will preface with that because I knew what it was.
I will say, like, it being a 90s movie, it was very 90s.
To me.
And, like...
Yeah, so...
You had to play into...
I get, like, this, like...
Like, the military stealth, like, you know, like, all those,
it's a joke. It's all a joke to me. And when you think of it as a joke, it's a much more enjoyable film.
That's why I need to be trash.
I feel like if I was in the 90s and say I was, like, I don't know, it's like 94 came out and I was, like, 10 or 15, and I'm like, wow.
But you were actually, like... 7 or 8.
Well, I was like 6. Yeah, but my point is, like, you know, like if you're like 15 years old and you've been playing Street Fighter in an arcade, right?
Yeah.
And you're really deep into it, you're like, cool, a fucking movie about Street Fighter.
Oh, Balrog.
And you went to go see it, I would be disappointed. But seeing it now, 20 years later or 30 years later, I can't remember. Whatever. Yeah. Time is irrelevant. Time isn't real.
30 years later.
Almost.
Oh,
29 years later, actually. Holy shit. It's not as jarring because you're used to what is now and then, and you're like, that's just what it was.
Yeah,
part of a product of its time, over ambitious.
Yeah, it wasn't well done,
and it sucks. 'Cause I feel like if they made one now,
I do think
they might be
it was worth the $2.99 on Amazon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that bad of a price. It's like, all right, fine.
Just to like, you know.
Mike's never going to pay for a movie again.
Say I've watched it. I don't know.
Oh, I feel like we've scarred you now.
Yeah, I'm definitely done doing these fucking movie reviews with you guys. These are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's fun to talk about when it's like goofy like this, right? Like if we review Big Lebowski or, you know, like Titanic.
But like those
this
are
is an amazing
movies.
movie, we're good. No cocktails, moving on. You know, like
yeah, that's true.
Sometimes the shitty ones are more fun to talk about.
You know what? I need to drink more. Yeah, because I will say my notes got worse because I was drinking during this. So.
How many cocktails?
Just 2.
Oh, so just 2, just like Chris. Okay, so 2, and a 4.
I'm not 2. I didn't enjoy it with 2 cocktails, so I could say it's definitely above 2.
You didn't enjoy it at all? Come on, man.
No.
Just for pure nostalgia.
It was awful.
I also think they suffered from the 90s action star fate.
Yeah.
You know, like... It's like most of these movies were driven by those action stars like Bruce Willis, Arnold, Jean-Claude.
Yeah, like Jean-Claude. I feel like it was written for Jean-Claude. Yeah, like somebody was like, "This is a, you know, a character piece." You know,
the way Hollywood is
writing this for Jean-Claude to have this random character be the main.
Yeah, right. Because like
this
the way this like fucking Hollywood is these days, you can write this character be played by like. You know, same character can be played by like Jake Gyllenhaal. Can be played by like fucking Jason Statham if you really wanted to. And you know what I mean? Like it's just like we'll just put the little twist on it, but it's not written just for them.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, like you could have gotten just random blonde jacked dudes to play him.
They wanted that star power though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
They had to sell the movie.
But they could have written it for a Ryu movie, and it would have been like.
Who are you gonna get?
For Ryu, Gyllenhaal.
In 1994, I don't think that would fly, bro. He'd be like 3.
Young Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal's like 5 years old, just kicking ass.
But I'm just saying, like, they could have just got a... I don't know.
Well, there it is. 2, 20, 4.
Yeah.
Go see it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's worth it.
All right, DeGINerates. That's all the time we had today. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like or follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or really wherever you get your podcasts. And you can always reach out to us on Instagram or DM. Just look up Gin and Sofa Pod. Gin and Sofa, out.